Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, in the words of the time, America, have you heard? Well, here's a special day. It's called Friday Eve, and that's the word. All right. So here we go. It's Friday Eve. You know how we start. I'm Midnight Rider. That's the big guy, KG. And then we do this thing, right? We talk about the people that come to work. They go over to the Keurig, right? There's a bunch of people at the water cooler. There's some people putting their lunches away. There's the guy that accidentally threw something in the recycle that he needs to put back in the trash, so he had to take that out and throw it over. And then they're all talking about what they did on Thursday night, how much fun they had, how they celebrated this Friday Eve, and then they stop because always it gets to this point where everybody's talking, but everybody knows it's that time. And somebody says, as always, what did you watch last night? And then the guy in the back of the joint that don't talk to nobody, he puts his head up in the air. He gets his finger up high. He says, it was the Thursday night Throwdown. Yeah, baby. And that's how we start this show. It's Thursday Night Throwdown. It's me, the big guy, KG. We got Super Sarah, Showtime Sarah in the comments. Hello. What's going on? This is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it. Tonight, you get your regular Thursday Night Throwdown from 7:30 and some change because we did TBS time a little bit to 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we turn into the draft place, the place where you come and get your information for the NFL draft. Like Maddie with the People's Mock, we do the People's React. So we will have a group of people come on and react, and let's go ahead and show you who it is. Show you who we got. So the draft special is supposed to be hosted by the boss man, KG, and myself. So when the Raiders pick, our representative for the Raiders is going to be Matty Ice. Showtime's there may jump in for him. Because I know Maddie's got some things going on, and he might jump in with us for the Browns pick. The Jets pick C. Perry. I don't know if C. Perry's going to make it. I know he's had a bunch of stuff going on this week, but those are our first two picks. Then when the Commanders get on the clock, our man Mo D's, he plays in our league for college football, so he wants to jump in for that. So we're going to get him. Now when Miami comes on the clock, if you got time, you got to stick around for this. Because this is the superstar here. This is one of my favorite people in the People's Mock. Nancy DePaz comes in. She's going to give us some information. Now, the card is subject to change. So I just talked to the Cowboys rep, Jeff Hook. He may not be able to make it because he played golf today. And he might have to spend some quality time with the wife. I understand that, dog. We ain't mad at you. The Rams, we get Brian Jr. For the Bucks, we get Josh. And then I forgot for the Bills, we might have both Bossman and Brian, but I know Brian's coming on the show for that. So we're going to try to give you as much fan reaction and our reactions to the picks. I heard today is supposed to be Fast and Furious. We always hear that around this time of the day. And then sometimes we get let down. So we also have some regular news we're going to cover right now for you. So some of the regular news is going to be in the NBA. We're going to talk a little bit of hockey update. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what happened today at with the Nats. I'm not gonna say at Nats Park today. So sit back. If you a corner that got beat, but the ball was incomplete, you can strap on. You can put the strap on. You know what I'm saying? Pull that seat belt and let's get going. Because I'm the Midnight Rider. That's the big guy KG. And at this point in time, this is what I do. I hand off the show to the big guy KG and let him take it from there. All right, come on, man. We can't have you trying to get the gun show going?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I gotta pull that down. I don't want the gun show all night. I'm trying to be laid back. Well. Look who's back. Ain't seen that name in a while. Welcome back, young man.
What's going on, Xavier?
Showtime says she can also commentate on the Panthers pick.
Okay.
Oh shoot. Do the Panthers got? Yeah, they got 19. Okay. Just wanted to make sure because I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, do the Panthers pick? I went through all this and forget. But thank you, Midnight Rider, for that rousing introduction. This is the Thursday Night Throwdown. We are here on this Friday Eve. It is draft night. Like, it is. There's no way in the world you could want to be anywhere else. And the Midnight Rider said it best. And I want to follow up with what he said because it was a brand new show that had the word. But I just want to go, what? Hallelujah. You know, that's what I was going to go with it. But, oh, man. First and foremost, how you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. This is, you don't even understand. I've been trying to pace myself all day because I know this is going to be a long day. I know how long we're going to try to give people the extensive draft coverage. So please understand that, like, I've been bouncing off the wall probably since around 11, probably since 10. I mean, in the group, y'all seen it. I mean, I've been just pushing out content, sending out comic strips and pictures and this and that. So yeah, man, I'm ready for the day, man.
All right.
This is like the build-up. This is like that when you on that roller coaster and we coming down the left stretch and you going up, that crescendo. That's like because it's climbing real slow, and you hear the little clicks. And it's like click, 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 click. That's where we at right now. We got 21 minutes, and then all of a sudden, everybody gonna have their hands up. They're gonna scream, and it's gonna be fun time, baby. And then they're gonna be snapping the pictures, and somebody gonna have their face like this, and somebody gonna be like, ah! And let's go, baby. I'm sorry. I'm doing okay.
Hey, let's start this thing off right. Taylor Jenkins going over to the Bucks. He was formerly of the Memphis Grizzlies. Now I got questions, and I hope you got answers. He coached the Grizzlies for 5.5 seasons. 3 playoff runs in those 5.5 seasons. Missed the playoffs twice, but he was fired by Memphis last season at 44-29. Okay, granted, he's going to the Bucks. What's up with these NBA teams firing coaches with winning records close to the end of the season? There was 9 games left in the season, and you fired your head coach. That's question number 1. Question number 2 is how does he fit into the scheme of the Bucks?
Well, let's handle question 1 first. You said NBA teams firing coaches with winning records. So that tells you whenever the winning record coach gets fired, there's 2 signs you gotta look for. First one is the superstar happy. If the superstar ain't happy, it don't matter what the record is, the superstar gonna get their way. So if Ja Morant, because they were still catering to Ja Morant at that time, wasn't happy with his style, guess what happened? He was a sacrificial lamb. Now in hindsight, maybe they feel like they messed up because what are they getting from Ja Morant right now? And maybe he wasn't worth putting him over the coach. That's question 1. Question 2, you said a question, and I have to push back, especially you of all people, a man of structure and a man of culture. I think you believe that the coach should set that tone. So it's not so much of him fitting into Milwaukee, it's him making Milwaukee fit what he wants to do. And there's going to be some interesting questions coming down the pipeline. What does Milwaukee have? I mean, because their second best players, what, Bobby Portis maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what they want. So they offer up some interesting questions in the meantime as well on top of that. And what you do is if you follow, because Hansel and Gretel is out right now, and they got their breadcrumbs and they dropping them. And the breadcrumbs all lead to one person. It's the Greek freak. And we got to figure out what that is. Now you say, oh, well, how would I know? Or what's the thought process behind the Greek freak? And how are they going to handle this situation? Well, just so you know, there's a little show on this network that comes on Wednesdays at 7:30. It's called Nothing But Net, hosted by C. Perry, co-host myself, Midnight Rider. We got a third man in the room, Josh Walker of Highly Opinionated. And every now and then we get the big man at the fore, the big guy KG. And what we'll discuss is Giannis and his future. And again, that'll be Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So please make sure you check that out, and we'll answer those questions then. Thank you, KG, for letting me do that.
That's all it was. That's all I got to do. All right. Last night on the ice, we had games last night. We had some barn burners in the NHL. Not even gonna lie.
Oh snap! So this is crazy. I don't know if you're not up at that time, so I know you're gonna miss it. But so whenever we get overtime, we have Maddie has introduced basically where you pick a player from each team to score a goal, and if that player scores the goal, basically you get a point for it. So far, and Maddie can correct me on the leaderboard if he's listening, but I think the leaderboard is he's got 2, and then there's 2 other people at 1. So last night I tried to jump in and contribute. I don't think I did well. I don't think the person I picked scored. I'm not too familiar with Dallas and Minnesota, so I kind of picked the guy that played the most minutes and took my chance. And so, when you get to the Dallas Minnesota game, let me know who scored the overtime goal to close it out.
You said which game?
Dallas versus Minnesota. You can do that last.
Okay. Well, you had Penguins go down to the Flyers 5-2. They're down 3-0 in that series.
Now, that was an interesting game the Flyers kind of dominated that from the jump. Crosby, there was, I guess, a questionable call, and Crosby kind of went off in the media. When it's the playoffs, everybody complains about the officiating. So I know for a fact that when Crosby was in his presser after the game, he decided to have some choice words. He even made a WWE reference, saying that like the way they handled the fight in the game or in the match was somewhat reminiscent of WWE. I didn't get the full context of what he was going for there, but when I saw WWE, I figured he was saying that it was kind of clownish and it didn't make sense. So, and if somebody's in the comments, they can explain it better than me. I don't mind you jumping in and taking it away from there. Go ahead, KG. Next one.
Next one, you have the Ducks 6, the Oilers 4. That series is tied at 1 apiece.
This gonna be interesting because I think they're giving Edmonton everything that Edmonton wanted and more. I think some people thought this might have been a gentleman's sweep or a 4-2 situation. This might go 7.
Okay. Last but not least, your double overtime final. The Stars beat the Wild 4-3. Who scored your overtime goal?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Let me find out who scored the overtime goal. Because I don't have it. I'm trying to find it, but
all right. Well, let's. I mean, this was one of those things where it's amazing when you watch hockey because, I was listening to somebody talk and they were like, in overtime, at a certain point because of all the sweat that's in your gear, that gear actually turns into weighing almost like 70 pounds. Like your legs are shot. Your energy level is low, but I mean, you're feeding solely off the crowd to make things work. And so it's crazy. That's the wrong game. It's crazy when you get double overtime. So you can only imagine how tired those guys are. I mean, a lot of these guys probably went home last night and just went to sleep. They was in for a barn burner. So Let's see.
Wyatt Johnston was your overtime goal scorer.
All right, so I didn't win anything on that.
Showtime said she didn't even stay up for that.
It's a shame, Showtime. You the hockey X? No, I'm not messing that.
All right, from the ice to the hardwood. Last night in the hardwood, we had a couple of good guys. I watched the Spurs game last night, and I was just sitting there, and I was just, Spurs Trailblazers Tuesday night that I watched that Tuesday night. Last night you had I wasn't too happy with that because we lost Wemby in that game, and I need Wemby to help me win this bracket challenge. But last night you had the Pistons over the Magic 98-83.
So can I talk about that game?
Yes,
real
sir.
quick? The Magic have this unbelievable quality. Maybe it's a trait, maybe it's a characteristic, maybe it's just how they built. But one night they can come out and they can look like the second best team in the NBA. And then there's other nights they come out and you don't know what in the Sam Hill, what in the Travis Sham market are they doing. There was a stretch in that game last night. I think the stretch was a 27-3 run. What in the blue hell? What? 27-3? What are we? I'll say it for you. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? There's no way a basketball team should get outscored 27-3 in a playoff game. We're talking playoffs. Playoffs. Go ahead. You want to hit comments or you want to go to the next game?
Showtime Sarah said she says Wyatt Johnson had the OT goal.
Thank you, Sarah.
So I agree with you with the Magic. I think the Pistons play like that sometimes too, where I can't say play down the competition, but sometimes it's like they don't get geeked up for the game. And it's like they forget the game plan in the locker room. But I digress. That series is tied at 1 apiece. Suns versus Thunder was last night as well. Thunder win 120-107. OKC leads that 2-0.
That's crazy. I think I know that was last night. So that's when Devin Booker went off on his rant with the officiating. He actually called out an official by name, which is crazy. So you might as well go ahead and stroke that $25,000 check right now, because that's going to happen. That's going to happen thing, not a maybe thing. So yeah.
What's crazy? I don't like the refs in any series that OKC is involved in. Xavier said, I don't like the refs for the Suns and OKC. I don't like the refs for any time OKC is playing. You're playing OKC and the refs. So you're playing 8-on-5 when you're playing OKC. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. Nobody else want to say that. If they want to find me, but you can't find me. So I don't. I've been saying it all season long. And people talking about SGA is the new face of the league. No, he's a foul merchant. Lou Dort is a dirty player. He's just as dirty, if not even more dirtier, than a young Draymond Green.
Okay. No. Yeah, I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm good.
Okay. Showtime. Sarah said live updates. Canes get a 1-0 lead on Logan Stankoven.
That's not really his name, is it?
I love you too.
I love you too.
I love you too, Mr. Midnight.
Good night.
Xavier said Devin Booker did the same thing SGA did, but got attacked. That's.
Oh, we might have to get a bread order. I ain't got bread from y'all in a minute. We might have to see what's up with that.
Got to get that.
We might have to do that. I got to get negotiations.
Showtime said, "Oh, it's his real name, Logan Stankoven. Stank."
What's that? He should be with Outkast and Stankonia.
Hey, stank on you and say
Yeah.
thank you, smelling much.
I'm sorry. I always do that. Take us off the rails.
Shoot. You got games tonight. Hawks up on the Knicks. Oh, and Hawks up on the Knicks. That series tied at 1 apiece. 44-34. Cavaliers Raptors is tonight, as well as Nuggets Timberwolves. So let's take it over to the Diamond.
We're talking baseball. I'm sorry.
I used to know all the words to that song. They used to ESPN Zone in the arena. They would play that every day, at least 2 to 3 times a day during my shift. So imagine you cleaning the bathroom and that song's on, and you're sitting there cleaning the bathroom, humming that.
With
So,
no breath. Yeah.
Yeah. Xavier said they didn't give him a blocking foul either when he tried to save the ball. That's when the tech came in, talking about Booker. So, on to the baseball diamond. James Wood stays hot. Nats lose.
So today, well, actually, I'll say it this way. Today, James Wood hit a home run, and this time he actually pulled it down a line, not down the line, but he pulled it into the right field corner. It was another shot. The kid right now has, if my math is correct, and I don't be mathing well sometimes. That's why I do poetry on the side. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 7 games, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah. And if you saw, the 6th one was to his pull side. The 5 other ones were Oppo Papos, and one hit was 114, and it went 441. One was 112. That's where the players dwell. And that was 4 and some change. Another one had a exit velocity of like 111, and again that went 4 and some change. Like there's basically where the bullpen of the opposing team sits. That back wall right now has to have like little dents in it from the last 5 home runs, because they've all got the shot out of a cannon that he's hit to that side, and they've all hit the wall, and you've seen the people in the dugout duck. So he's hot. CJ Abrams isn't hot, but he's hitting for power. He just actually got off of a streak, or he broke a streak where he didn't have an extra base hit again till in his last couple games. That broke today. So it's just this is that little team that could, man. You know, they keep just chugging along. They can't go without making an error, and they definitely can't pitch that well, but they hit the baseball. And they do all the mathematical stuff with their lineups and change this around and carry the one and everything possible. And the funniest thing about it is they lead the major leagues in runs scored and things of that nature, but it's just their pitching has been bad. I mean, that's the thing that's killing them right now, and they're giving up walks. So it's like they're doing the 2 cardinal sins of baseball. You can't walk people, and you can't give extra outs. And because they do both of those, and they do it at a high clip, it's trouble for them. They're their worst enemies right now.
Hasn't that been the case for the Nats like the last 3 seasons, where they'll have a pretty decent lineup, but pitching always fails them?
Well, last year they were the worst defensive team. They were the worst. They weren't the worst offensive team. They weren't good on offense. This team now is fighting. They're giving you quality at bats, and you can't look that and turn your nose up. When you leave baseball and you got guys like, you're not paying anybody, And then you had teams like the Mets that have lost 12 straight. They broke that last night. You got the Phillies that have lost 8 straight, and that's still going right now. And both those teams have payrolls in above 250 million. Meanwhile, your payroll is like 40. Whole different world, man. Whole different world. So that's just one of the little things that you just gotta like. This team is trying to get to that point, and trying to make it. They just trying to get there, but it's that Luther Curl moment. It's just not. It just won't. Right.
All right, Midnight Rider, we have reached that time. We got maybe less than a minute before we talk NFL draft and strictly NFL draft. So I say we take about didn't load. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I did all this prepping. I did all this work. I can't win today. I can't win today.
Hey, when there's any doubt, go ahead and do what you gotta do. I got something for the world. Let's go. Yeah, let's kick a little salsa back. And for those that would like something a little smooth, I'll give you one more. Just to give you a little bit more time, KG. Here we go.
Appreciate that.
And girls, children of all ages. The world has come to that point where we're on the best time and the best part of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sideline Junkies NFL draft coverage, where we will take you through this draft pick by pick for as long as we can go. We're going to try and make it the whole first round. I'll reintroduce the guests that we're going to have jumping in with us. And this is subject to change. If you like a team and you're in the comments and you want to publicly say how you feel about your team, yo, knock yourself out, baby. Here we go. Tonight, the Sideline Junkies NFL draft coverage is brought to you by absolutely nobody because we don't have a sponsor. But the hosts are the Boss Man, B, KG, the Midnight Rider. People that may pop into the show: Matty Ice, C. Perry, Mo D's, Nancy DePaz, Jeff Hook, Brian Jr., Brian Sweeney Sr., or Flying Brian as we know him, and then our main man, Josh. And we're going to try to go as long as we can, give you as much coverage of the first round. The draft is just going to be just beginning, and the beauty of it is we don't know. We don't know how this is going to play out. We do know what the first pick is going to be, but we're going to have trades. We're going to have information. I see the commissioners out with the with the Pittsburgh Steelers players right now, TJ Watt and what's my guy's name? Cameron Haywood. So they're opening up the ceremony. They're getting it ready, getting it started, and we're gonna get started. And once KG's done and comes back in, we're going. Well, we're not gonna take a break, but we're gonna talk a little bit more, and then we'll switch it up. Whenever you're ready, man. You good?
I'm here. I'm a little disheartened because I put all this work in and it didn't work out. So we got a couple comments to run through.
All right, while you doing that, I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Flying Brian saying Flying Brian. Yep. This right here is a tradition of something that we've done every year since 2018.
Yeah.
As you can hear, we've done a draft show every year since 2018. Being able to go live is just a recent occurrence over the last 4 to 5 years. So this is one of the babies of Midnight Rider that he came up with for us to be able to go live and say, let's run this until we can't run it no more. So this is one of those shows we just keep going. And I'm eager. I'm geeked up. I've been looking forward to this. I got tacos. You know, I'm ready to rock, man. I'm ready to really get this thing moving and going. So, if the Raiders do anything with this number 1 pick other than Mendoza, I'll be surprised. So, and joined by none other than the boss BJ coming in. Good to see you, B. Glad you're here for some draft coverage. It's Thursday, so you know you got your night. We never really got what you really wanted as a Buffalo fan. So when you get a chance, please jump in and tell me what you want. What's on your shopping list as a Buffalo fan? Because I know what's on mine. And if Jeremiah Love lasts until the 7th pick, I'm going to be a happy camper. You know, Notre Dame running back going to Washington, ain't nothing like it in the world. So if they just, what I do with my remote? If they come on, we can go ahead and get the pleasantries out the way and get Fernando Mendoza picked with the first pick. So I see they didn't boo Roger Goodell. Matty Ice.
We have one, but it's the kind that you hang your bike.
How we doing, guys?
Our resident Las Vegas Raiders fan got the number 1 pick.
Matty.
The other night. What color jersey? What color Mendoza jersey are you going to buy?
So, true story. I do not own a single football jersey.
Really?
Nope. I just don't like them. I don't know why. All I have are hockey jerseys. If I did get,
pick your brain about the hockey jersey, because I want to buy one, but I don't know what brand to buy.
I just got my. I'll wear it on one of the next shows. I got my Team USA Slavin jersey. Finally, that one looks good. But I would, if I did get one, it'd be the black. It'd be black with silver for sure.
All right, that's the bet. So I mean, the Raiders are on the clock. But we already know, without a shadow of a doubt, who they're going to pick.
Let's hope so.
How does this pick really affect the Raiders?
I mean, hopefully well, but you know, we don't have a good history of drafting quarterbacks number 1 overall and them working out well. Yes, right here. So we'll see. I mean, I'm optimistic. The good news is, I think with getting Kirk Cousins, they don't have to rush him. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. To say that it's loud in this place is an understatement. We're at a bar called Ray's, which is well known in Kent, Ohio. A lot of Cavs beer, a lot of Browns beer, a couple of Rays Steeler fans in the house tonight. But this place is jumping with the Cavs playing and the draft. So
That's kind of cool that they decided to go into enemy territory. I don't know if I'd be bold enough to do that, but okay.
Well, it's a college campus, so you got people from all over the place. So.
Coach Devon checking in. What's happening, Coach? Showtime Sarah said raise.
I finally took her there once. She knows the experience.
And Xavier said, "Can I get the jersey of whoever the Commanders draft?" Okay.
She did movie night with the kids, so they already knew.
Hey, KT, is your video play?
Yep, we ready.
Let's go.
All right. Get the father mucker.
When I took Peter to the movies with Carrie and Opal,
What's that, man?
We went to Greek Northern.
Oh, it's the name of a burger. Oh, it's the drink. It's a drink that she got.
Oh, it is fine.
It was very good. It was very, very sweet drink that she got. I think she was buzzing after that too, and she only got one.
All right,
I'm going with the Labatt Blue.
I got it to get loaded. Let's see if it works.
Hey, KG, I got to hit my theme music one time, and then I'm ready.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sideline Junkies Draft Special is here, baby. Welcome to the NFL Draft Special, where we are going to take you from pick one. There's 3 minutes and 58 seconds left on the clock. Guys, I hope my tie's straight. Let's go, baby.
Says the pick is in. The pick is in. I wonder who it could be.
Hey, we got it at 4 minutes, so hopefully we got enough commercials in.
If they take all 8 minutes for this pick, I'm going to be mad. The question is going to be, does he start week one, or do they go with Kirk Cousins to start the season and let him ease into
Kirk plays the first four.
Yep, I kind of agree with that. I think that, and I'm okay with that. Ease him in. Like, there's no need to start him week one. No need.
I thought it started next Friday. It's just next Friday.
Labatt Blue.
Oh, I'm sorry, KG. KG. We talk about merchandising, baby.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I can knock my stuff. I mean,
Oh, so you doing it big for the draft?
Hey, man. It's one of my favorite days of the year, man.
This one is for my science, Kathy.
Oh, good.
This one.
What kind of comments we got? You got any comments?
This one.
Uh,
I'd love this.
Brian says awesome.
Games are also
You
pointed
want
out.
to draft marathon? Of course we are. That's what we do around these parts.
I wonder. I just don't know who this pick is going to be. I'm
All
very
right, the
nervous.
pick is in.
Absolutely. Okay, just no. I just think he realizes either I don't know. Like I'm just glad that there's enough acceptable vibes.
I think it's also very cool that he stayed with his family, didn't go to New York, and he's doing this with his family. I love that, by the way.
Yeah, there was comments about his mom maybe having MS and not being able to travel.
Yeah.
So,
Just like this week. I don't know if it was last night.
Thank
maybe
you.
the night before. I was putting in the bed.
Well, there it is, folks. Everyone's in shock. I know.
It was a candy down for somebody.
What? I did not see that coming. I didn't understand where they did this at.
Stories to share.
Like, this is crazy. I never would have thought they would have took Mendoza.
6 pages of illustrations. But the book for boys is
I'm-
just what color?
I'm happy.
Blue. The girls' book is
Lots of
pink.
ways they could have gone, but we need a quarterback.
It does.
I just hope it works.
He's like, it could be purple.
It was funny because towards
Or
the
yellow or pink. He's like, yeah,
the
let's
Lions part of the day, there was kind of some scuttlebutt going around trying to say that they were trying to make a trade. But we knew that wasn't happening.
I think the trade might be. I've heard Crosby's still getting thrown around with Dallas. So we'll see. We'll see when we get to the Dallas pick what happens if that ends up happening.
I think we might see something coming up next with this Jets pick.
Yeah.
There's been some conversation around that, some scuttlebutt around that.
I just don't. Who would go up to 2 and get what? That's the question.
I mean, a lot of people like Reese and a lot of people like Bailey.
True. Well, I know this was not a surprise to anyone, so I'm going to bow out for now because I'm sure it's probably very loud in my background. If we're still here, I'll come back on for the Cleveland pick so you guys can hear the reaction to the Browns pick live.
Yeah, hopefully they act like true Clevelanders. They give me the Super Bowl, Browns. Yeah.
I am sure we will hear some "Here We Go Brownie" chants for sure. So, all right, guys, I'll come back on a little bit later. Okay.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for jumping in.
Thank you for that, Maddie. Man, I'm not gonna say it was any surprise that Mendoza went first. I mean, we knew that. National champion, and I see they compared him to Drew Bledsoe. I don't know if that's a good comparison or just like a okay comparison. I don't see him as a Drew Bledsoe type.
I thought they would have compared him to his running mate, Kirk Cousins. I mean, Bledsoe, like people forget, there was a couple years in New England early on, him, Terry Glenn and company with Ben Coates. They had that infamous game in the mud in Miami where it was like 42-38 or something crazy like that. So I think that's crazy to think that, like, to kind of knock Bledsoe.
I love that you brought up, not only did you bring up a Bledsoe memory, but you brought up Ben Coates. Ben Coates is one of my favorite tight ends, but I also feel he is so underrated because nobody really knows, like, what did he do after he left New England? He went to the Ravens and won a championship. He was one of your best tight ends in football at one point in time. So let's not say that, try to say that, hey, he was lost product, but those teams with Bledsoe, Terry Glenn, Brigsby, Vincent Brigsby was the other receiver. And then they had Curtis Martin before he went to the Jets.
That's a hell of a pull for Brigsby, dog.
Yeah. I couldn't remember. I see the number and then I saw the name.
That's a hell of a pull. I'm talking about like hand grenade pull. That's a pull and a half right there. That should get you extra points somewhere. What we looking like comments before this pick comes in? I thought Say Perry was gonna jump in, but I know he said he was busy and he had some stuff going on.
Coach Powell said, "Are you guys happy they changed the time to 8 minutes in between picks? What was it, 10 minutes before, and before that it was 15?"
Yeah. There was a year with the 15 minutes where the first round took 6 hours. And then they still did the rest of, I think they did the second and third on day one, and then day two was everything else. Boss man, what's going on, baby? How you feeling?
I'm good, fellas. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
And then Xavier says the Raiders need to build around Mendoza. He's got a running back. All they got to do is they got to get themselves some receivers. And I think day 2 is going to be the day they get receivers.
Well, they got Brock Bowers, so I mean, that's a receiver in his own right. He's a number one with the numbers he's been putting up. So you just got to get somebody to go along with him. You got to get the sides. You got to get some fries, maybe some mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? You got the main course.
Let me ask you a question, boss. Well, hold on. The pick's in for
I was about to say the pick is in for the Jets.
David Bailey. Midnight Rider and Boss BJ. Y'all got that pick right.
Hey, after this, everybody on their own.
Well, it's funny because I got it right on that one, but I think on the one I did the other day for unapologetic, I think I had Arvell at 2 and Bailey at 3. But they right there. Like that was the big discussion the whole time.
Matty Ice said Raiders' next pick should be offensive line.
That makes sense too. I mean, because you gotta put something in front of them to get this thing squared away, because you're not gonna get the full advantage of taking Genty at, what was he at, 8? If you took the Genty at 8, you're not gonna get the full advantage of it, the full spectrum of it.
Now what I was gonna ask was to the boss, do you remember years ago where we would take off the next day so we could sit in the living room down in Clinton on the big screen and watch the first round of the draft? We made a spectacle of it every year.
Absolutely. Great times, man. We just doing it in podcast land now.
Yeah. And what's crazy is look how far we've come.
Yeah, I know.
2017, man. That's when we started this journey, 2017. And it's absolutely wonderful. And I mean, the journey started 30 years ago, but I'm saying, but the podcast journey started in 2017. And look at what we got.
Building, man. Building. Great network. You know?
Yeah. So
Cardinals gonna take their time, huh?
yeah, because they're gonna mess up.
Nah, it's not even that. Like, you keep forgetting this is a made for TV, A, commercial, B, we paying all these jokers money to talk. Like, they gotta talk. We can't just go from pick to pick and just run through it. We got these highlight packages we gonna put together. We got the shots of the war room. So nah, we gonna earn this.
Well, I'm gonna ask a question. Now, Midnight Rider, per tradition, back in the old days, after the draft, we would sit down and we would watch the Barrett Jackson auto auction and fall asleep to it. You know, sitting there in mid-conversation and just nod off. Then you wake up and you pick the conversation back up. So you in for that, man?
No. That's not what wake you up. If you want them exciting, you know, one of them red cars that come up there, and that auctioneer real excited, and he hit you with that loud sold, and you jump up like I'm up.
Nah, I'm sleeping through that. Oh man, but so far, I mean, we're right on task. I mean, I think the show doesn't start till 4, or the first time we see that thing comes across and it says trade. I think that's going to be the kicker. Is once we see trade, then it's going to be all right. The show done started. It's like when we talk about the playoffs and the road team wins the game. Like, this is where we got to get it. It's not going to be a draft until we get a trade or we get something that we weren't expecting. But the problem is we've been looking at this so long in so many different ways that I don't know if we're going to get shocked if somebody goes at 3. It's got to be a real wild card for somebody to get up there.
Now let me ask y'all this: Are y'all expecting to trade in the top 10?
I've seen people that say there's going to be 2 trades in the top 10.
Okay,
but I don't mock trades, so I just go straight up and just like I was telling KG, the scoring system, you know, on mock drafts, you score it. If you get the team and the player right, that's a 2 point. And if you just get the player right, that's 1 point. Because
what team in the top 10 would either trade out or try to get in front of somebody that may be afraid that, like, if you're a team that is do you want a particular person? what team in the top 10 would you think would try to jump in front of another team that they're going to think that's going to get their guy?
Dallas. Dallas has been enamored with Reese and Styles. So I think, there we go. Yeah, Anthony's right.
Anthony
he's
hit it right
time.
on the head. He's right on
Right
time.
there.
All right, flip side, what team is trying to get out of the top 10 to maybe stockpile picks and have a little bit more draft capital?
I think that's
I heard Washington.
That's a possibility. I think you can go Washington. You can have Tennessee might want to get back and try to recoup some stuff. Even the Cardinals might want to go back, because the Cardinals, if you're going up to the Cardinal spot, what possibly can happen is you can get something for 2027.
Right.
You get the pick for 2027. Boom, there you go. Loving it, baby. Oh man.
Let's go, Maddie. Let's go. Hey, I got the same teams. I'm saying Tennessee, New Orleans. Like these, for me, those two teams, they need. The pick is in for the Cardinals. The pick is in for the Cardinals, and he is gone, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even get my heart right. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And the
Cardinals jersey.
And the Cardinals will win 4 games instead of 3 next year.
Damn it! I was hoping he lasted at least until 7.
Not the way he's been talked about, and being like that generational back, and possibly being that guy where you maybe line him up in the slot, line him up. It's for that type of. We talking about, and I don't want. I'm not trying to make that comparison to him, but like Le'Veon Bell, that back that can do everything.
That's the best comp. He's a Le'Veon with more speed.
Mm-hmm.
Can I put my old man spin on it?
Go ahead.
Tony Dorsett.
Your old man spin is a 69 deuce in the quarter, where you have to back up several times. You can't make a regular U-turn. You got to back up several times, and you're backing up traffic now. That's your U-turn.
No, I saw, if I wanted to compare him to somebody, I would compare him to Tony Dorsett, because he's one of those. If he runs to what he sees, run the daylight type running back, he's gone, and he's a home run hitter. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Notre Dame fan, but I'm saying it because I watched the kid. He's a straight home run hitter.
So I got to ask my 2 resident Notre Dame fans: are y'all getting Jeremiah Love Cardinals jerseys? Y'all gonna support this kid all the way through, or what?
I might rock a black one.
You got to commit to the bit now. I think you just made it to the draft bit. Draft bit is when we draft players, we got to get a classic. We got to get a classic. Yeah, let's do that for KG, the KG classic. So BJ and I'll come up with this current comp or coastal current comp. You got to give us an old school comp to go with it if we can do it. And if you can't, just say you can't. But because we just brought it up like right now. Hey, the moment is the birth of everything. So let's just see what we can do.
Coach Powell said no way he was going 7.
That was a
Xavier said no, I don't want a Cardinals jersey. Showtime said home run is the wrong sport. Oh, well, he's a I'm gone running back. Once he hit the hole, he get to the second level, he's gone. But he also runs with a lot of power as well.
What Gus Johnson say? He got to get away from the cop speed.
Here you go.
I love it, man. I'm not even gonna be mad about it. Anthony said, as much as I like David Bailey, I understand that New York was desperate for an edge rusher, but he's not worth 1 or 2 pick like a Mario Williams or Myles Garrett. They could have traded down. Mario Williams wasn't worth a number 2 pick anyway.
I don't know what he's talking about because
Mario Williams.
Mario Williams. He said Mario.
Here's what I'm gonna say. You can talk about making a trade, and all you're gonna do is trade yourself away from getting the opportunity to draft Bailey. Because if you wasn't going to draft him, somebody else was. He plays a premium position in a draft that doesn't have premium positions, taken care of and sewn up. So you can move all you want, but you ain't getting Bailey at 5. You ain't getting him at 4. You ain't getting him at 6. This is going to play out the way it's going to play out. So next is either Sonny Styles or Orville Reese, and we got to see how that plays. Because this is where we are now. I mean, we're in a world where we know we got to affect the passer. So, and they don't have someone that affects the passer. They got rid of their best hope and getting rid of Quentin Williams. So what are they going to do? This team had 0 interceptions last year. You got to force the quarterback into something. You got to change the quarterback's vibe, the quarterback's rhythm somehow.
Exactly. Whether it's somebody in his face or having them second thought about throwing it to a certain side of the field, you have to somewhere. You don't have to be good everywhere. You don't have to be great everywhere, but somewhere you have to change the game. Whether it's your front 7 or your back 4 or 5, you have to have some type of something that they have to watch tape on. You're not just, and I'm not talking about generation like Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, but you have to have a guy somewhere on your defense that they have to worry about, that takes attention, that maybe draws a double team, or maybe that shuts off a side of the field, or somewhere where the quarterback is looking and be like, where is such and such? That's if you do that on defense, you kind of already got the edge a little bit. Where is such and such? Okay.
Right. Exactly.
So.
All right. So let's go ahead. If you are familiar with our channel, Monday nights we have one of PG County's finest coaches.
The Titans pick is in.
I got you. Coach Powell, he's jumping in with us on our coverage. Head coach of Laurel football.
What's going on, fellas?
Basketball coach. What's going on, baby? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, feeling good, man. Just listening to you guys talk shop.
All right. Well, we got the Titans selection in. I know BJ's ahead of me.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Carnell Tate, wide receiver out of Ohio State, is a Tennessee Titans pick. I don't think anybody had that at number 4 for the Tennessee Titans.
Nope. But they couldn't trade down. That's what this tells me.
Unless they're picking them from somebody.
Nope. The NFL doesn't do that.
Yeah, they don't do that in the NFL.
This makes sense because their best receiver is some guy with a hyphenated name. They lost their tight end to the Commanders, Walkrow, or whatever you say his name. So I mean, this is it. This makes sense. Get a receiver target and let's go.
I mean, on our mocks, what was his average pick? Wasn't he in the teens?
No, he wasn't that low.
He was like 7, 8, maybe
7, 8. Okay,
you guys had him at 6. Yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Now what's happening, Coach? How you feeling?
Good, KG. Feeling good. I thought he would have went 6 or 7. I didn't think he was going 4.
That would have been Cleveland
or Washington.
Or Washington, yeah. But now I don't think Washington would go wide receiver because rumor has it, and I say rumor because that's all it is, but Brandon Ayuk is supposed to be a June 1st cut, and he's supposed to be coming over to the Commanders because the 49ers can't find a trade partner, so he may be a Commander after the June 1st cuts.
Why would
so
you
I don't think he's going to go receiver because he wants to be here.
Why would you be a trade partner and you just wait it out? You know he doesn't want to be in San Francisco.
Right.
They've lost their leverage trying to trade him. If you're San Francisco, maybe you hope you could try to get a pick for him, 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. But we just wait June 1st. We'll see.
But
what
now,
we can do.
Yeah, I think after the draft, he's going to be designated as a June 1st.
Yeah,
cut,
we
so.
see if we can get something in the draft. Cool, because a lot of this is going to determine the guys that's left in the draft. Your Tyreek Hills and a couple other people those big names are still out there where they're going to fall at.
If you're his agent, you tell him report. So whatever they have coming up, you report to the building. So that way they have to suspend you. They can't put you as designated did not report. Because that way they can put you on that and hold you on that for as long as they want.
Absolutely.
I say you report to whatever they got going on. You throw your shorts on and you participate as much as possible. You make them get rid of you.
Right.
Maddie says the pick says that they're building around Cam Ward, and they should. They should be building around Cam Ward. You got to give him something. You got to give that boy something. He showed some flashes last year. I would be comfortable about building around Cam Ward. So, if that's the piece, if that's where they're going, then cool.
Maddie said there was a bunch of no's in the room for Cleveland, but I think in Washington this is a yes because you keep pushing down the two defensive guys. You done push down Reese, you done push down Styles. Now, unless they go on the next 2 picks, you got a chance.
I agree. I agree with you, Midnight.
So you saying it's a chance?
Here we go. Hey, it's Lloyd Christmas. I didn't put that in the bingo chart.
That's all you want. That's all you want. A chance. Just give me a chance. That's it.
Yep. Hey, this is straight Lloyd Christmas talking to Mary Swanson. That's all I'm saying, baby. Hey, Coach, did I do the comic strip for you? Did I send you that?
You did me one for LSU for the NCAA League.
I got another one then.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I might have to see if I can clean it up, but I got another one. You'll like this one.
Hardest working man in podcast land.
Oh, you ain't heard his song. You ain't heard his theme song. You ain't heard his theme song?
I heard it. I heard
No, not that one. Not that one.
Another one?
You got another one.
Yeah, I got.
Look, he been producing hits all week. He had a hit on Sunday that was a platinum hit. His title track for his new album is called Tenderloin. It's so tender. Like, I find myself singing. It's a catchy tune, so I find myself singing it.
Hey, what's the best way to eliminate riffraff is eliminate the middleman, and I'm eliminating the middleman. And to let everybody know a little secret, the Sideline Junkies is gonna create their own music tracks. That's just where it is, baby. So instead of hitting copyright and using, look, Coach is on his own planet. He got permission.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He on his own island over there. Yeah, he got permission, from CCB. Some of us don't walk on gold-plated, carpets and 14 karat spoons.
Hey man, it's all about who you know. Just gotta know the right people.
So coach good, but we creating our own little soundtrack here. It's a lot that's going to be unveiled in the next couple of weeks. I think y'all will like it. Some new visuals, some new sounds. So,
man, I'm working on a special guest, man, a big time guest. So I'm hoping that schedule can work out, man. But it's a former NCAA champion and a former NBA champion.
Ooh,
from the
area. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get in.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. All right. So I got a note here saying that the Chiefs trade up to number 6 with the Browns.
That's right. That's correct.
All right. Hold on. Before we do that, I also got another guest for us. You guys, we did the podcast on Highly Opinionated. Me and Jeff Hooks. What's your podcast, Jeff?
It's the Let It Ride podcast.
Let It Ride podcast.
Let
We
It
did a mock
Ride.
draft together where we split up basically the first 33 picks of the draft. Each one of us getting 11 picks. Jeff, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Shocked about that number 4 pick, man. No one saw Carnell Tate going that high.
Nah, nobody did at all, man. So that definitely messes up everybody's mock for sure.
It does.
Hey, look, it's all good.
Nice.
What did you say, Midnight Rider? When that first either trade or that pick that nobody had, it's showtime now. Lights on.
This is what did I say? It doesn't start until we get the first surprise pick or the first trade.
Yep. So
we got them back to back.
So now we all feeling like them chickens in Sam's Club under them lights.
Just rotating.
Just rotating. Hot, dripping. Like, please pick me.
So
Like
what do you
Little
think the
Caesars,
Chiefs are
hot
moving
and
up
ready.
for? Is it cornerback or offensive line? I think it's got to be one of those two.
I'm gonna say corner.
Yeah.
I'll go with corner. And
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, the New York Giants have made their selection.
This is where they pick reset.
Yep.
Arvell
Arvell
Reese,
Reese.
Ohio State linebacker.
And coach, my youngest son said, "Have you had any other Suitland players on?"
I had Saquon Office on, the player of the year, defensive player of the year this year, who's going up to where is he going? Sacred Heart.
Yep. And then we also had the show with the coaches. We had the Suitland coach on the barbershop talk.
Yep, yeah, had coach on there, and trying to get Lamont Jordan to come on the show as well. So we'll see how that goes.
You guys off from PG then? I hear you talk about Suitland. You guys off from PG?
Yeah,
I'm
I
DC
think-
straight up.
Yeah, he DC. Yeah, he's
Okay.
special. You know, he
Gotcha.
got
I grew up in Beltsville. I went to High Point.
Okay. Yeah.
Boo.
Eh.
I mean, he got some PG roots though. You know,
Boo.
give him some credit.
Yeah, actually, I was at High Point when that kid that played for the Lions, Derek Williams, when he was at Roosevelt. I was at High Point.
Gotcha.
He
That's
destroyed
good.
us in our homecoming game.
Well, I'm a Spartan. We don't like you High Point Eagles. too
That's
much, so-
that's all right.
Oh my goodness. The Chiefs, man.
So they get the Browns 6. The Browns get 9. Forgot what that just said.
A third. I think it was a third and a fifth.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yep. Okay.
Well, if anybody gets it, screenshot it, and then we can put it up on the And even if you send it to me or you want to load it up, if you can load it up, and we'll put it on the screen. Just send it to me, and I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, Browns get 9, 74, and 148.
So you think the Browns traded out because of Tate?
Yeah,
Possible. I mean, the Browns also just have a ton of holes, and they're probably just wanting more picks.
and they did a good job last year with coming out with Junkin, Schlesinger,
They did.
and the tight end kid from Bowling Green. So they can just keep filling places, because with that defense, if your offense can just not screw it up, they'll be good to go.
So on the bottom of the screen is saying Schefter's saying even though the Giants got Reese, they're going to keep Thibodeau. They
Interesting.
don't
I mean,
plan on
that's
trading.
that's kind of like their Super Bowl teams. They had Jason Pierre-Paul. They had they just had they had that NASCAR pass rush. They had 4 defensive ends all out in the field at once. So maybe they're trying to recreate something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
They need
Good point
playmakers.
there.
I mean,
Ryder, check the chat.
got you.
says the pick is in for Kansas City. We just waiting on a name.
Or maybe this is Styles.
Delaney, Styles, offensive lineman they could go a number of directions here.
The crazy thing, the Chiefs retooling at 6 is scary. It's just they go get Patty Mahomes back, and they're gonna be right back in the thick of things.
I'm loving this for the Skins or the Commanders. And they got several options they can go with now.
Oh, everybody's falling to them. Everybody's falling to them, except for Love. That's like really the only guy that didn't fall.
Yeah.
If Styles is still there, they're gonna run the call.
Oh, and just so you guys know, Jeff is a resident Cowboys fan.
Oh man, double boo. God dang, man.
Whew,
How you putting them off the screen?
Hey, at least it's not the Eagles, man. I think they've bypassed the hatred in the rivalry rankings.
I don't know. Eagles are just
Right,
retarded.
so-
Their fans make things bad for them.
Here goes the Adam Schefter version of this. So Chiefs get 6, Browns get 9, 74, and 148.
Okay.
Modise is in the building.
The pick's in.
Mo, what's going on?
What up, fellas?
Ain't nothing.
What's up, Mo?
Excited right here. There's a lot going on. This draft is wild.
Man, already. All right, the Kansas City Chiefs select Mansour
Delane.
Wow.
cornerback, LSU.
They had to because they figured Washington was going to take him. But they give Washington Styles on a plate if they want him.
Yeah, I think
That gives them either Styles or Downs, depending on which one they wanted most.
All right. Me personally, I'm still taking Bane because I love his game. But
I would trade down right now. And
You
then
trade down?
now they say the pick is in.
Oh, it's in? Oh.
Pick is in.
They ran the card up. It's got to be Styles. They picked that quick. It has to be.
Yeah.
I think it has to be
Ain't
Styles.
take no time.
It's got to be Styles.
I mean, he fits what they want. They want somebody to replace Bobby. And he's a green dot kid. So let's see if that comes to fruition. If that's the pick, let's just go ahead and put the order in this way. Going across the bottom of the screen, we go Modise, Jeff, Devon, B, KG, then me. I'll close it out when we give our opinion on whatever the Commanders do. But any thoughts on this Delaney pick, real quick? Because they had to replace. They traded McDuffie, and this is a kid that they said he didn't have many passes thrown his way. So he did everything he could from when he was at Tech. He was off ball or a zone corner, and then when he got to LSU, he was a man corner. So, and he said teams avoided him. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Right.
Very true. Very true.
Not everybody at once. Anybody can answer this question.
No, yeah, I think it's a great pick. Like when we talked on the mock draft, that's my player comp for Delaney was Trent McDuffie. So I think they're just getting a cheaper replacement of the same guy, a younger and cheaper replacement for the same guy.
Exactly. And that's what good organizations and good GMs do. You have to always look at your business side. You have to, sometimes it's going to be an unpopular decision in your city.
Yeah.
But you have to find, it's a sweet spot when you got to replace a player, when you got to either up and pay them or you got to let them go. And they decide to let them go and go with a cheaper option. And, it's a gamble because, go in here and not be who you think he is. But the way the Chiefs have draft, I think they're really good. They're one of those teams that's really good at doing their homework. So
now they just need to keep their coaches out of jail.
Yeah, that. And then we always talk about on this show, fitting into the system. Is that system for you? Or the coach is going to put you in a position to win? So Kansas City is really good at coaching up their guys. So I think he'll be successful there. Unfortunately for the AFC, the rest of the AFC, And then you still got their front four, front seven. So that always helps if you're a cornerback. If you don't have to run around for 7 seconds, 10 seconds,
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got a great coordinator too. That's going to help him along. Like getting in there with that Spags defense is huge.
Spagnolo, he's one of the best. He is one of the best.
They said the pick was in a while ago. They're still waiting.
Yeah.
It's got to be Styles.
Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, we
they ain't wasting
are patiently waiting for the Washington Commanders to pick us in. We're just waiting on a name. And then right here, the next two picks don't matter because these guys, we're going to discuss the Washington Commanders pick in detail. We'll glance over the Saints and the Browns, but we got to talk some Commanders on here. I mean, depending on who else step on, I might have to step to the side to to let things move. You know what I'm saying? Because we already 6 deep.
Man, you gotta understand, we got room for 10. We good. We got more.
We got room for 10. All right.
Room for 10.
All right. A producer extraordinaire said we got room for 10. Anybody feeling that Sam's Club chicken light, that rotisserie light right now?
Hey man, it never fails when the Commanders pick is either commercial or somebody come up here talking.
Boy, you could cut the tension with a knife right now, boy. All right, come on, Commanders, let's go. Let's go.
Picks in.
No, let's see.
Nah, Schefter just I got the Schefter alerts on. It just popped up. I get it a little early.
There we go. The Washington Commanders take Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State.
Oh, wow.
An amazing pick.
That's a good pick.
I can't believe he fell to them. That's so huge. I thought he was the best player in the draft.
I can't believe I wanted Bane, but seeing that we got Sonny Styles, I can't complain because based on what we did in free agency, Bane would have just been a luxury to add to that, all the new ads. So having a linebacker like this, I don't think we've had somebody this explosive since LeVar Arrington. So I'm looking forward to this.
Xavier said go down's a price, but hey, I'm not the GM. They wasn't gonna go price at all.
I mean, this guy he's Patrick Willis, he's Luke Kuechly. You don't pass on that guy, especially when you need a linebacker.
Yeah, definitely need a linebacker.
I think he was one of the
said,
top
what if it's
few in the
Ruben
draft.
Bain?
There's no
I'm
way
telling you,
you
Ruben
pass up
Bain
on
is
him.
not going this early.
But the thing is, you're getting a guy that can do sideline to sideline and play coverage.
Yep, he's a 3-down player.
Yeah, exactly. So you're basically getting a bigger safety at linebacker.
Yeah.
So look,
we haven't had that versatile linebacker in forever.
Yeah. I love the pick. I love it.
I'm gonna throw something out there. They say he was playing safety first, then he moved to linebacker. It's a Hall of Fame player, a couple of Hall of Fame players, but recently it's a Hall of Fame player that played at New Mexico State that started out as a safety, came into the NFL, and became one of the best linebackers. And that dude is Brian Urlacher. So I like this.
Yeah, they just posted that graphic on the telecast.
Oh shit!
Yep. Just posted it.
KG he saw it, and he just repeated what he saw on TV.
Come back to the TV, man.
Hey, you can't trust them Notre Dame guys, man.
There we go.
Hey, watch that, coach.
I'm already in trouble because of this.
Watch that, coach.
Got to keep traveling to Indianapolis for hearings.
Hey, man, he get them 10 plays, and he wouldn't have to worry about it.
Bain might fall to Dallas at 12?
I got Bain going. How far do I got Bain going down?
I think Bain goes to the Saints because the Saints need to replace Cam Jordan.
I can see that.
He's been around too long.
Now, if he's right, I think they took Tyson. The Saints took Tyson.
I got Bain going
right,
low.
Time out. No, if it's on the internet, it doesn't count. So we can't say any internet, Twitter things.
Even if it's Schefter, because I get the Schefter joints for like a minute early. I think he's pretty reputable.
Only trades.
Only trades.
Right? Because we gotta keep it so everybody can, because the show's going and we want to kind of stay in flux with what we seeing on the screen.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's about the show, man. We got to keep the show with the show. What's wrong, Jeff?
Nothing. I'm just on pins and needles, man. I'm just hoping Dallas gets either Bain or Downs. We'll see.
I didn't make my comments about
Dallas
Styles.
gets Baines, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Hey, you got the best player in the draft, man. You can't even be upset. I thought Styles was the best player in the draft.
Now we can get his big brother later on in like the 6th or the 7th. That'll help out too. Because his brother's like a safety, but he's another one of those guys you could throw on specials and just let him wreak havoc.
Is that Sonny Styles' brother?
Yeah, Styles' brother is Lorenzo Styles.
Okay, you're just gonna have everybody's brother playing special. Don't you have Christian McCaffrey's brother playing special teams too? You just get all the less talented brothers playing on special teams.
All the little bros.
Hey, Luke did his thing, so I don't know. I mean, I ain't mad at Luke. He's been one of the best returners all season.
Oh, he's doing his thing, no doubt.
So he found him a lane and he jumped in it. So I'm cool with that. What we at? 8? All right, so 8 picks in. Guys, if you gotta step out, take a break, just give us a heads up. Either, I don't know if you have access to the chat, but if you have somebody's phone number, just text them and just say, hey, I gotta step out real quick and then hop back in. Or if you gotta leave, just tell us you gotta leave and we good, man. This is an open door. This is a revolving door, baby. This is the most, technically right now, I think this is the most we've had at one time on this in the last 3 years that we've been doing it. Last year we went post pillar to post. We went 1 to 32. So we're gonna try to do it again. So we'll see what happens, man. No, Mo, you're not over there trying to start something with like coaches and try to get Notre Dame in trouble too, man, are you?
Somebody in the background fighting.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be over here if Bain goes to the Cowboys. I'm gonna start tossing babies and shit.
I'm surprised a lineman hasn't come off the board yet. There's going to be a run. One's going to go, and there's going to be a rush alignment in the middle.
That run at earlier starts at 13 or 14.
Yeah,
I didn't have a lineman in my top 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't either, but I had 8 of them going in the first round.
Yeah, they are. They're all going in that spot. Kind of where we had it the other night. It's like the Caden process, the Mwaga. Because I think the problem with Mwaga and Fanu is they aren't true tackles. They aren't seen as true.
They're not left. They're not left tackles. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And Monroe Freeland was that. So I mean, you can risk it with Freeland, but I think him going at 10th is the earliest you can see him going. But there's going to be a run, and I think we might see somewhere between 6 to 8 tackles in that 10 to 20 range or that 10 to 22 range.
Yeah, the Lions are definitely taking one. I mean, the good thing about the Lions is they can draft either side because Sewell can play left or right tackle, so they can draft the best guy and just have Sewell play the other side.
And the guy that's the X factor in this whole mix is Vega Young, because I listened to Jay Paterno on one of the shows, and he said that kid can play from one side to the other. He can go left tackle to right tackle. All 5 positions he can play. So somebody
Who's that? The Penn State guy?
Yeah, the Penn State guy.
Okay.
So the pick is in for New Orleans. Let me see who we get here.
New Orleans, Arizona State wide receiver Jordan Tyson.
Defensive players are dropping, man. Dallas might have their pick between Bain and Downs.
I think they'd take Downs. They had their drug.
I do too. I do too.
Because I love.
I mean,
what's the safety from Ohio State? Hooker. I like Hooker, but I think you can do it better with Downs because Downs doesn't have the injury history that Hooker has.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch that defense last year, I mean, they got beat over the top, but they also got beat over the middle of the field. Like they gave up 3rd and 12s like they were 3rd and 4s. So they got to do something about the middle of their pass defense.
We got a little downtown. I want to shout out 2 PG County products that possibly could get drafted this weekend. Antoine Littleton, running back, started out his career at Temple, then transferred to Maryland for 2 years, and then finished out at Rhode Island. I coached Antoine when he was, what was he, 9 and 10? 10, 11, and 12. So he went to St. John's, had a great career there, and then went on to college. So, he could possibly be a late round pick. And then Jaleel Farouk, who was at Oklahoma and went to Wise. So he's being looked at as probably, 6th, 7th round pick as well. So 2 local kids that could possibly get picked up this weekend.
So the Saints select Jordan Tyson. Fellas, what's your thoughts on this pick, Jordan Tyson to the Saints? Jeff, you go first.
They definitely needed another receiver. I mean, if you looked at the target share that his name's slipping my mind, the kid from Ohio State they drafted a couple years ago, he was their only receiver. I mean, he got like 35% of their targets, something crazy. They traded that other receiver to the Seahawks, so they definitely it was definitely a need. If there's holes all over that team, but I don't mind the pick here. I mean, it's what you'd expect.
Coach, you got a thought process on this?
I think it's a good pick for them. I didn't think he would go this high. I thought he would be, double digits, mid double digits. But I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, who they got down there as receiver other than what's his name? Yeah,
Olave. Yeah, and
I'm saying that's the only one they got. Yeah.
Yeah, and he still gets he has a concussion issue, so that's a thing where you got to put somebody in place just in case.
Right.
Boss B, anything on this?
Nah, I'm okay with the pick. You get somebody opposite Olave, another weapon on offense. They needed so much, so I'm good with that. I didn't have him going this high, but it is what it is. I think his pro comparison is George Pickens. So
interesting.
That's interesting. The way he runs his routes, he gives me a little Santana Moss vibes. The way he can get to the top and shimmy and create space. I know he's 6'2", he's not 5'8" or 5'9", but just the way he runs routes and creates space gave me a little Santana Moss vibe. Maddie, Labatt Blue count if you ready. How many Labats you in?
We stopped at 2 because I have to drive home. So.
Okay. Any thoughts on Tyson going to Arizona? I'm sorry, to New Orleans.
I mean, I like it. I think it's for Olave is one more hit to the head away from being out. So you gotta have somebody from the throw to, right?
Thanks for coming in, guys. All right, so we got Cleveland on the clock.
They are. The pick is in. There's a lot of nervous energy here in the bar right now. So we'll see what they announce the pick. if it's a loud ovation or not. There's a lot of no's when Jeremiah Love went off the board, and when Sonny Styles went off the board. So we'll see.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you jump in on this until the pick, so that way we can get the live reaction from the people behind you. You ain't got to worry about us talking over it.
Let's see if that's work here. Trying to see that way. That's the whole bar. Well, there's more there too, but oh, commercial first. It looks like maybe. Oh, here we go. All right, I'll take out the one. I'll take out the one earphone so maybe you can hear as they announce it. We'll see what reaction we get here live. I think honestly more are watching the Cavs than the draft, if I'm being honest right now. But we'll see. I see a lot of a group here watching. I'll see here.
Cleveland Browns have their man.
Expensive. A lot of who is he? A lot of O's. I'm hearing who is he? O's. And then I'm seeing a lot of shaking their heads, okay, because it's an offensive lineman. So I would say a lukewarm reception at best here in Rays in downtown Kent about the Cleveland Browns pick.
So they must have taken Spencer Managa. I haven't seen the pick yet.
Spencer Fano, the lineman from Utah.
No, Spencer Fano.
So a lot of O's. I don't think it's a sexy pick that they wanted. So, but well, you know, now we're back to drinking beer and watching the Cavs apparently. So they're over the pick. All right.
All right. Cool. Right. Jeff, any thoughts on this?
I mean, if you look at the only time the Browns have been good in the last decade, they built a great offensive line. So I mean, they're starting there, and I think it's a great move. The fans at the bars might not be excited. It's not a sexy pick like your guy said, but it's the smart pick. It's the right pick. That is where you build. You build in the trenches. And I think they got the best lineman in the draft, the most versatile lineman too. He can play all over the line. So I think it was a great pick.
DJ, you got anything?
No, I mean if you're gonna give Shador the keys, you got to protect them. So why not get one of the best linemen in the draft to do so? So I like the pick. You got to protect your quarterback. So they did that, and from what Adam Schefter is saying, that's the guy they wanted. So they got the guy they wanted. They got more picks, so it works out for Cleveland so far.
Coach, any thoughts from you?
Yeah, I agree with what BJ said. I mean, they needed so much. So, and you got to keep the quarterback upright because I think Sanders sometimes holds the ball a little bit too long. So, hey, not a bad
Giants
pick for
picks
them.
already.
Yeah, that's a good
Giants
thing.
pick is in as well.
There's
like
that
this.
run on offensive lineman.
Yep.
There we go, Francis.
Started a little early.
Man, I don't know if I had this dude in the top 15, maybe top 12. I definitely didn't have him in the top 12.
I had Mayuga and Fano 11th and 12th on my board. Cowboys just traded up.
Yeah.
Cowboys just traded up to 11.
Wow.
So they going Bane or Downs. Let's see which one they go on.
Trade alert.
The Cowboys have to go get some defense.
Hey, please do the same thing you did last time. When we get the trade info, just send it to me, and we'll go from there. I don't know where we left off in comments, so I'm gonna just go right about here. Maddie says OH. A nice applause from the Buckeye Nation. Bane by Xavier should go this early, but he's not. Hey man, leave the Irish out of this. We all know who that's directed to. And Jeff, you don't know, but we do a NCAA college football league. So Coach Powell is the new coach at LSU. He left South Carolina to go to LSU, and he did it for his family. For his family. And then the big guy KG is the Notre Dame guy, so that they got a little running beef from our last
Gotcha.
podcast we did the other day. So that's what the references are for.
That's understandable.
In the passenger seat says Archbishop Spalding grad taking number 6 by KC. Traded up to get the young man. That must be Delane. Matty Ice says wouldn't be shocked if the Browns trade out a 9-2. That didn't happen. Yeah, we skipped that one. Let's see what else we got. I mean 95.
I got a little. I got the pick early for Dallas. I'll wait for it
Well,
to
the
play out.
Cowboys
But
on the clock now.
I know who the pick is.
They traded up one spot.
What else? Let's see. Mrs. Ball said, "You sure it's a revolving door?" You'll see, Miss Boss. Trust me, it happens. We're at capacity more than we've ever been in any other years. I know last year was mostly me and Jack for a lot of the first round. So for us to have company,
They
I
are?
ain't mad at. Huh?
I'm gonna have to bounce once the my daughter just came in. We got our baby chicks are in the incubator hatching. So once Dallas picks, I'll probably hop off.
All right, that's cool. Gotta take care of the baby chicks.
We got a little. I moved out to the Eastern Shore. We got a little farm life going on out here. Moved away from the city.
Oh no, that's what's up, man. Definitely respect that. I know it's loud in here, so I bowed out quick. Maddie, we just appreciate the content, man. Check in when you get home.
Absolutely.
Of course. All right, so we got the thing. B, if you want to just talk, we got it here on the line. So the Cowboys get 11, Dolphins receive 12, and then 2 5th-round picks, 177th and 180th. So let's see if the Cowboys get their man and who their man is.
Jerry Jones will find a way to mess it up.
Yeah. He messes up a lot of stuff, but he drafts pretty well, or he listens to people that know how to draft pretty well at least. Everything else, when to give out contracts and all that stuff, he's terrible. Right. Always press meetings, but drafts been all right.
Defense.
Yep.
That's got to be all the Cowboys got to be thinking about. Defense. So
I disagree with you there, BJ.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I put you off, Coach.
No, that was me. I disagree. BJ talking about the Cowboys thinking defense. Nah, man. You don't have much going on offense outside of Dak and CD. What else do you have?
George Pickens signed his franchise tender today.
Franchise tender. I wonder with that, what kind of signing bonus to get? Jerry Jones got a habit of giving you a $20 signing bonus and kind of just sliding it across the table to you. So
yeah, he's like I said, he's bad at a lot of stuff. That's one of. Doesn't know when to give the extension, and he gives the extensions to the wrong guys.
He's still reeling from all that money he gave Ezekiel Elliott. I ain't even gonna lie.
You're not wrong.
All right, so here's the visual of the trade that we just had. Cowboys get number 11, Dolphins get number 12, number 177, and number 180. I think the pick should be coming up soon because I know the pick is in. But of course, we got commercials right now. So, and guess what we're promoting? The game overseas and the schedule release. So, NFL, I think, baby, we got to make money hand over fist, some way, somehow.
Have
365 days a year, man. They've mastered the art, the NFL.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Have you noticed that they've done the same thing the NBA have done, but the cycles all year long now?
No. They started it. The NBA copied them to make their cycle go a year. The NBA never had a schedule release or any of that stuff. They just had the lottery. We just had the lottery that we'd get here and there, and then boom, after the lottery was over, basketball kind of went back in the show until free agency, and then that was it. But NFL, think about it, they spread it out perfectly. Every month, something new. It's free agency in March. April's the draft. May you get the schedule release, and then your only quiet time is June and July. And then in August, we running right back into the training camp stuff.
But that's
about
the crazy
combine
thing.
into February.
Yep.
But June and July, you got OTAs and voluntary and involuntary workouts, and you got the start of training camp. Then you got the preseason. They got everything locked down. They got something every month.
Fantasy football drafts leading up to the season. They got everything. They're always they're a 365 day a year TV show. There's always content.
Hey Jeff, before you get out of here, I know the Cowboys pick is coming up. Give me. I know you're a big gambler. Give me 2 of your bets that you had tonight, in terms of picks or where guys got picked.
The pick is just in for the Cowboys, by the way. The big bet I made was over 7.5 offensive linemen drafted. That was a big number. I had to lay minus 360, but that was the big one that I had because I think it's a lock that there's going to be 8 offensive linemen picked in the first round. We've already seen 2. And the other one I had was kind of a long shot. It was plus 2,500. I took Ty Simpson to be drafted number 20, especially now that Dallas traded up. I think maybe now they trade back from 20 and you see it, and you see the Cardinals come up and maybe try to get Ty Simpson. So I just try to take a dart throw on that one. $10 pays 250 just for Ty Simpson to go exactly number 20.
All right, and then the pick is in, and like we just said, Caleb Downs is the selection, safety out of Ohio State. You're the resident Cowboy fan, so I'm gonna let you go first. And then
I love it. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go see my baby chicks. I love it, man. I mean, the heyday of the Cowboys defense back when we were good, it was Darren Woodson, it was Roy Williams. We were led by 2 great safeties, and we haven't had that. Our secondary has been bad. I think, overpaid Deron Bland. Javon Diggs is gone now, so that secondary has a bunch of holes. I mean, if you watch that team on 3rd and long last year, it was every other team in the league is almost guaranteed to be forcing a punt on 3rd and long. Dallas was like, it's like a coin flip if they're going to stop this. They so often gave up 3rd and longs, 3rd and 14s. You saw Russell Wilson, who looked terrible against everybody, was beating us with deep balls all year last year. So we desperately needed help at the safety position. Love this pick. Got the best safety in the draft. Happy we only had to trade up 1 spot to get him.
All right, before you get out of here, go ahead and plug your product when you're on, and what you do.
So my podcast is the Let It Ride podcast. We mainly focus on the NFL season. So the Wednesday before every NFL week, I'll be on giving out my 5 best bets for the week. We did pretty well last year. I give out my 5 best bets. We also give out a teaser of the week, which did pretty well last year. Off season, I'm not doing too much. Every now and again, I'll hop on and give out, if there's some kind of special event like the World Cup or the Masters or the NCAA tournament, I'll do little episodes here and there. But most of my content is coming out during the NFL season.
All right, man. Well, thank you for jumping in, man. I appreciate it. Anytime you
Thank
want
you
to
for
jump
having
in with us, just text me. We go Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Oh, I got your number now, man. You might see more of me than you want. I really appreciate the invite, man.
All right, cool, man. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, guys. We are now being joined by the son of Flying Brian Jr.
What's
Sir,
up, guys?
What's going on? How you be?
What's going on?
I'm feeling great.
What's crazy is when I saw Brian Jr. on there, I was expecting my nephew. I'm like, Brian Jr., what does he know about picking? Like, yeah, he got a great team in Memphis. What do he know about picking?
Nah, this guy right here.
20 years.
I don't know if you guys saw the episode of Highly Opinionated when he came on and gave his opinion. This dude is sharp, man. This dude is ready to give you anything.
I'm super pumped.
We gotta watch our jobs here, man.
I'm super pumped. This is the earliest pick I've got to see since Sam Bradford in 2010, or no, Jared Goff, I guess. But I mean, 13. I'm super excited. I personally want Mekhi Lemon. I know that's been a popular one for us. I know McVay's super on him. I'm super on. Devontae's got another year. Puka is clearly not a question mark on the field, off the field. So give me Mekhi Lemon. I'm going to be super pumped if that happens.
KG, you got any thoughts on what the Rams are going to do?
Um,
If you don't, well, what was on your mock?
I had McCoy at 13. What's crazy is Downs. We had Downs at 12. He went at 11.
Right.
So
That Dallas thing.
you know, Midnight
So-
Rider, you had Cooper, Boss BJ had Tate, and I had McCoy with this 13th pick.
Oh, this is my one off because I remember when Puka Nacua got drafted, and I remember the conversation that McVay had, and I just think when I see Cooper, I see the same thing. Gosh, we didn't get Nancy. Nancy must have forgot about us.
Caden Proctor.
Huh?
Dolphins just picked Caden Proctor.
All right.
Which I mean, if McVay wasn't going to go, I didn't want a defensive guy. That's who I didn't want to draft with the high pick. I think we took care of our hole in the secondary in the free agency. So I mean, if we were going to go for a line, I know Caden Proctor was good. I know Monroe. I know Freeling was in there. But I mean,
It is. According to Mel, he's the best guy available.
Well, I mean, this kid is, I don't know. I mean, I've heard a bunch of good stuff. I heard a bunch of the bad stuff. But the perfect thing is he hasn't really missed a lot of games. And the guy he's supposed to be replacing in Miami is the guy, Austin Jackson. I thought we would get Nancy in, but I guess we'll see if she pops in later. We'll get her opinion on it. But, yeah.
Look at the new logo.
I know. It's already in. So they did not waste any time.
All right, so we're gonna let you take point after the pick is in and it's announced. Just don't, if it's on Twitter, don't give us the Twitter version. Give us the announced part of it. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking ahead.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting. I mean, Proctor's a very athletic guy. Can play left, can play a little right. He's athletic as hell. I just wonder what happens next. Yeah, we good. So, big guy's emotional, man. I feel sorry for the commissioners. I think he can get a bear hug on this one. He might get shoulder surgery after this guy hug him.
Another guy crying.
This is the best thing about it, man.
It is.
It's cool.
You know, Xavier was talking earlier about Ruben Bain. He didn't believe Ruben Bain was going to fall. But with the rumors that came out about him having short arms and stuff like that, I said, he's going to fall 31st.
Them guys still listen to that stuff. Still.
How many players don't matter in the first round because of rumors?
Exactly.
All right.
Dan Marino fell because of rumors.
Brian Jr., you have to look because I've given you a name. I don't know if I haven't seeked approval for your name, but you got a name.
Oh, whoa. That's a big name to live up to now.
I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that immediately.
I got to give my own background and all that.
Do your thing, man.
Your background's right here.
Yeah.
There's the Rams. Yeah. It's always in the shot when I do the two.
Way over there.
Yeah, right.
Way over there.
Left in the corner. In the corner is crazy.
Oh man.
Hey, this is the living room. This ain't his room.
All right, so we got the Rams pick is in. I know you said that. Here's a question I got because I got a crazy theory. McVay loves quarterbacks. I think there's two guys, and they didn't play well this season. One is Cade Klubnik, the other is Drew Aller. I can see either one of them going to the Rams late in this.
Well, Drew got hurt, right? I don't know if that's right. Did he get hurt?
He's been
in his senior year.
I don't remember if he got hurt or not, but I think
Ty Simpson.
No.
Well, they're showing Ty Simpson on the screen.
I don't want to take Ty Simpson not with the 13th pick. But no, absolutely not.
Well, they showed him for a reason.
Cade, right, was for Clemson, right?
Right.
Strong arm. Right.
Strong arm. I think Clemson just didn't know how to use him. Plus, their receivers dropped a whole bunch of balls on them this season.
Right.
actually got a back that's interesting. I think his name is Adam Allen or Allen Adams that played wide receiver the year before, transferred and moved over and played running back this season. I think he's like 6'3", 230. He's a monster. So it's gonna be interesting how this plays out for Clemson. But I just think long term, if you're gonna take a gamble, you can take a gamble on some guys that had higher thoughts on them when they came out. You know, these guys
Right, because I was not happy when we drafted Bennett because it played out exactly how I thought Stetson Bennett's career was going to go. I mean, he won the title, but I mean, he comes in, he never really gets a shot, and then Stafford, the years keep delaying, and so now he's kind of nothing. And so it kind of just looks like that same thing again. If we keep drafting those late round quarterbacks, kind of feels like a waste of a pick. But the Stafford train's got to be over sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean, he had to get a shot this back last year. And then the other part, and you know what? You're going to hate me because KG will tell you at the beginning of the draft, the year that Bennett went, I said Stetson Bennett's the perfect Sean McVay quarterback.
And he might have been, but it just was bad timing. It was just such bad timing.
Yeah. I mean, his job was to be the backup. Like, I think it's the same thing that should have happened in Philadelphia. Was Hurts was supposed to be the backup to Wentz, and Wentz was supposed to be a prominent quarterback. The problem is Wentz decided to poop the bed for 2 years, and then Hurts came in and took over.
Right.
The problem Bennett has is that Stafford hasn't fell off.
Exactly. Right. No shot. And so if we're in a position where, I mean, we have the 13th pick this year, maybe we, it kind of, it lucked out for us and that with that Falcons pick, but
you're taking Ty Simpson.
I don't think we're taking Ty Simpson. We're not taking Ty Simpson. I trust McVay. I do know that. Sorry. Yeah, I should have put that on earlier. So. How do we feel about the 8 minutes? Feels way quicker.
Yeah, we're way ahead of schedule.
Zooming.
Yes.
Yeah.
But let's not give the NFL credit for this. It's an ESPN product, and ESPN have realized that you can't have a first round last 6 hours and keep your audience.
It's true.
You can't.
Especially when you got NBA and NHL playoffs going on.
Right.
And it is somewhat competition.
They might need to shave a minute off of this.
Yeah.
Here we go. Goodell's coming out.
Here we go.
You can announce it whenever you see it on your screen.
Okay.
All right.
They keep showing Tide.
They're showing Tide again. You're taking Ty Simpson.
You're gonna see my opinion change real quick if we draft Ty Simpson.
Here we go.
It's okay. I mean, you can see my opinion when we drafted Emmanuel Forbes instead of Gonzalez.
You know I love Emmanuel.
I remember that night.
Talking about
that dude balls.
No!
Oh no.
Yo!
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Holy crap.
See, now I always thought Ty was this top prospect ever since he went, Oh man, I heard McVay really liked him. I did hear that. I just didn't think it was possible. Not with 13. This is one of those McVay moves where in the beginning there's hella doubts. And it could maybe turn into a genius pick, but this is out there. This is really out there.
It's not
He's sitting a year.
Your quarterback.
Hold on a second. Let me put my glasses back on. I just want to make sure.
What happened?
Just took shots to get through training camp.
And they knew. They knew too.
Yeah.
They knew.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad I came on for that. That's crazy.
I'm shocked.
I mean, that tells me that Stafford has said to them,
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
And I'm willing to mentor him.
And I'm
for the
willing,
last year.
right.
Yeah.
And, it makes you feel a little better if Stafford goes down that, it's not the end of the
You
world.
could have traded down and still
Hey,
got
this
him.
guy, I had this
Baltimore's
guy
not taking
last
him.
year to help you out. We do a top 5 quarterbacks. For the first 8 weeks after the Florida State game, I had him in my top 5 until he got hurt and started falling out. That's the only reason he fell out on my 5. I think he's a hell of a quarterback. He's got that one word that quarterbacks have. He has moxie. And he can throw it on the run. He's not scared to throw it. I like Ty Simpson.
Which is different from anything we've had the past 10 years.
Right.
Can I say something?
Please. I got nothing to say.
Number one, Ty Simpson is just like USC quarterbacks, Alabama quarterbacks don't really turn out to be pros very well.
Oh, you got the
I
next
mean,
two.
you have one or two sprinkled in here. USC hasn't had a great quarterback to come out since Rodney Peete.
All right. Next time, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this tonight. I'm not dealing with Rodney Peete. DJ, what you think, man? What do you think? I'm not doing this.
All jokes aside, Ty Simpson. I think if I gotta put a comp for Ty Simpson, I don't even have a comp because I didn't see him as a first round pick. I said it as a joke, but I didn't see him as a first round pick.
Yeah,
I think his first round. To be honest with you, I think his current mock or his current fit is Baker. He's got a little Baker to his system. He can throw on the move. He's not scared to run. He'll take hits. He's about 6'1". He's got a good arm on him. It's just he's 6'1". So I think Baker's the perfect comp. And if you want to go old school comp,
Gus Frerotte.
No.
No.
Everybody's lost for words. They don't know
I
what to say.
But this is a good pick for them, I think. Because
it's going to be okay. I do know that. It's always going to be okay with McVay.
I was worried about taking Ty Simpson.
Y'all know I'm one of the biggest Sean McVay supporters, cheerleaders, pom-poms, him and Kyle Shanahan. But
Because at the end of the day, all the crazy stuff has all technically worked out.
Exactly.
Ever since Todd Gurley. Ever since he was done with Todd Gurley the year after the Super Bowl, everybody thought it was craziness going on. And then, it turns out Todd Gurley, whatever. But
you trying to convince them or convince yourself?
Well, I'm doing a little bit of both.
I hope I'm wrong, but I think that whoever was involved in this pick is going to eventually cost them their jobs.
I don't disagree with you there.
I really do. If this is Sean McVay, GM, whoever traded up to 13 to get Ty Simpson,
they were at 13.
Yeah, they didn't technically trade up. They were at 13.
I'm just saying it's.
Well, it's a pick we shouldn't have had, and we maybe drafted a guy that was going to go 30. So look at it however you need to look at it.
You could have traded back. I mean, unless the Jets were going to take him, Baltimore, Tampa Bay's not taking him.
I don't know where your pillow is. Oh, you have it.
Well,
I thought the Jets were actually going to take him. That's where I thought he was going to go.
All right, so maybe that's why then they got scared.
Man, wow.
Ravens pick is in.
Ravens pick is in. Prodigy, you want to stick in for a little while, stay in conversation, or you want to jump out?
I'm gonna jump out. I do want to come back though. I do. I really do.
Buffalo?
No, I mean just in general. I mean,
Wait, don't you know somebody who has his own show?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
I think he knows somebody that does his own show. I think maybe he could talk to that. You know what? I know Lee Ice. I'll introduce you to him.
Okay,
all right.
I got you.
Then maybe he can get you on Apologetic Sports every Tuesday at 6:30.
Great plug. Great plug.
That's great.
All right,
All
man.
right.
Y'all,
All right,
It's
guys.
great talking to you guys always.
all right, man.
If you guys are still on, I'll be back for the Buffalo pick.
Oh, just be ready for Buffalo pick.
All right, I'll be on then.
All right.
What's
KG.
crazy? I just found a stat. The NFL Rookie of the Year 2016, 17, 19, 20, 22, and 23 have all been from Ohio State. Wow. I never even put all that together. Jeez. Okay.
All right, it's on you. I gotta take an ice run.
Okay.
All right.
Right now, the Buccaneers are on the pick on the clock. Let me see. What do we have for Tampa Bay?
There you go. Ravens took our boy Vega Yone. I knew this is who they was taking. I didn't pick him in the mock, but I knew this was the other option because last year they had that guy that was like 6'7" Falele that signed with the Giants. He was getting run past like he was a traffic stop signal, man. He was terrible.
Kind of like a guy that used to be here in DC that I used to call a revolving door, Chris Chester.
Oh, hell yeah. Chris, we had I think I actually had oh no, it wasn't Chester. It was one of the other ones. And it was like, I gave them the cones, like when you land the airplane. That's what I had for him. I forgot who it was. It was a tackle. God, I can't remember who it was.
Wasn't
it's all you
as far as being here? It was. I don't think it was Morgan Moses because you were a big Morgan Moses guy, so we don't have to worry about that.
You just made me false start. What? What?
You supposed to be going to do something?
All right, I'll be back. Hold on.
You supposed to be going to do something. That's why I'm saying these things because I can get away with it. We did our reverse mock. Myself and Midnight Rider had Falk in this position going to Tampa Bay. The boss BJ had Lomu. So the pick is in for the Buccaneers. We're about to find out who they're going to take. I'm still stuck on the whole Ty Simpson thing. If you've listened to this show and you've looked at this show, over the years, I've said it's not too many Alabama quarterbacks that I would draft in the first round. Ty Simpson going in the first round is shocking. Shocking. Boss, you on mute there, buddy.
Nah, I know I'm on mute. I'm talking to my wife.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you was talking to me.
No. And I want to talk to you, but I was talking to my wife.
I do apologize.
I'm shocked at this Ty Simpson thing. What? Put your GM hat on. Explain this to me like I'm a novice and I don't know what I'm doing. What does Ty Simpson bring to the Rams? That, geez, I don't even know any other quarterbacks I could pick. But what does Ty Simpson bring to the Rams right now, or even in a year or two, that you can actually say, all right, we still contenders with? I think
GM hat, and I'll talk like I'm the Rams. They obviously at 13 in the first round, they believe like Ty Simpson could be their future QB, and I agree with the newly named prodigy Brian Jr. that Sean McVay he must believe in this kid. And that Matthew Stafford must have told him that this is his last season. Or they're ready to move on from Stafford, even if it's not. And this is something I said earlier in the broadcast. Sometimes you have to move on as a team from somebody, instead of kind of being in that Aaron Rodgers in limbo, not knowing if you're coming back type thing. I don't know. sometimes you got to cut the ties and move on, and you just got to do that. So I obviously feel like the Rams feel like Ty Simpson is their guy. Their future is Ty Simpson because at the first pick, number 13, I think nobody had Ty Simpson. All of our mocks, I don't think anybody had Ty Simpson in the first round. So it's very, very shocking, very surprising. But if you're the Rams GM, if you're Sean McVay and you're the Rams brass, obviously you believe in Ty Simpson to lead this team in the future. And look, if it's any coach in this league that can mold a QB, that the thing I talk about all the time, put a system in place for a quarterback, is Sean McVay. It's Sean McVay, point blank. He is going to be him, Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan. It's a few guys in this league that when they get offensive talent, they can put them in the best positions to win. So Ty Simpson going to LA, I think that's a plus. That's the double plus for Ty Simpson. He gets to get with a offensive mastermind, one of the best coaches in the league, one of the more well-run organizations in the league. Yeah, I see it. So this is a win for Ty Simpson, man. It maybe Matt. Okay, let's say Matthew Stafford didn't say he was done. Maybe they know he's going to play another year. That gives Ty Simpson 2 seasons to sit under McVay, under Matthew Stafford, learn, get the NFL speed, and then come on the field ready to go. So for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their pick is in, ladies and gentlemen.
What announce it?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the 15th selection select Reuben Bain Jr. out of Miami. He ain't got to leave the state.
Dude, this is a great pick for them.
We got to call him Alligator on from now on.
I'm gonna use a word that Lee Ice hates when it comes to this time. This is a great value pick. From the standpoint of you get a guy at 15 that should have gone or that was rumored to go in the top 10. So this is where value comes into play. This is also a guy going to a coaching staff with Todd Bowles and company. And I don't know if y'all remember, there's a guy on their outside playing in, Mr. Diaby, who they drafted, and he's played well for them. So this is a good situation because he can Todd Bowles can hide whatever deficiencies that he has, what they think he has. But this is the perfect place. If anybody won tonight, Todd Simpson is 1. He's number 2. And I heard somebody, I don't remember who it was in the group, when we were talking about Todd Simpson saying that a coach is going to lose their job if he fails. They're not. This group has said, "Oh, forget them picks," and they won a Super Bowl. This group has positioned themselves each of the last 2 years, moving off of guys and finding reasons and drafting guys. They even made Emmanuel Forbes look like a decent corner last year. And people was talking about, oh, Forbes this. They should have never let Forbes go. They made him look like he was a reasonable corner. I mean, like, this group has earned so much cachet for doing things right that taking a Todd Simpson here, and even if it fails, it's not the end of their legacy because they've done so many good things. It's taking a Kyron Williams in the 4th round. It's taking guys late and getting stuff out of them. I mean, look at their defense. Their defense is a bunch of young guys. They went out on Camp Curl. They drafted Cody Bryant. They drafted the kid from Florida State, both of them, in the same year. This team has made moves to keep themselves relevant the whole time. And that's the biggest thing that we can't forget in this moment. Like Ty Simpson, if he fails, okay, what do we miss out on? Because we got Stafford. Stafford's going to be the quarterback this year. If we turn over to Simpson next year, where's the problem? And he falls right in his face. Guess what? We start all over again. And that's one thing this group has not been scared to do is take a gamble, fall in their face, and recover from the gamble. Sometimes that fix is is in house. So the Iannone or Yone pick, Vega Ione from Penn State going to Baltimore, perfect pick for them. It's everything they do. I actually didn't go out on them that I was supposed to go out on, and I should have picked him to go there, but I had him going to the Chargers because I thought Baltimore would have gone Sadiq. The Jets pick is in, so let's see what the Jets go with, and then take a quick break and then come back with our thoughts on the Jets.
I'm just looking at the Rams NFL, like their team statistics. It's like, yeah, you're drafting for the future, but you needed things now. So of course we're not gonna know how this pick pans out for another, two to 4 seasons, depending
Five.
on what's picked or what was
Ooh.
picked around,
Ooh.
and ooh,
We
okay.
gonna take a break here, or we gonna jump in.
Take a break. Take a break. Take a break.
Hold on.
Take a break.
Hey, it's one of the 16-second ones. So hold on. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. We're going through the NFL draft. We're on pick 16. At number 16, the New York Jets selected out of Oregon, Kenyon Sadiq, tight end. I'll get the guys' reaction before I give my reaction. Let's start with the big guy, KG. KG, what's your thoughts?
Let me tell you this, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. I like this pick for the Jets. When the last time the Jets had a tight end that could actually open up the middle of the field? What, Kyle Brady? It's been a long time. Anthony Beck, maybe. But this right here is a good pick. Even if Justin Fields is your starter next year and they don't pick a quarterback on day 2, even if Justin Fields is your starter,
The starter is Geno.
Geno can't miss the tight end over the middle. Let's do it. This is a great pick for the Jets. I don't think we're going to have to wait 3 to 5 years to find it out. I think this season you're going to see that Kenyon Sadiq, who's high on a lot of our lists. What do we have? We actually thought they were going to go receiver. They went tight end. Same difference. Let's do it. I like this pick for the Jets. I really do.
Go ahead, boss.
I tell you what, man. This is the type of pick. If the Jets can set this up, this can give the AFC East nightmares for years to come. He's that type of player. His pro comp is Vernon Davis, and we all know what Vernon Davis did in the league. So I love this pick for the Jets. As a Buffalo fan, I love this pick for them. If you can get Geno in a system together, this is a great safety valve right here. We saw his pro day. His pro day is what shot him up into the stratosphere. Okay, so you see what he can do physically. Now it's going to be putting it on the field on the NFL. I love it. I love it. I love this for the Jets, piece by piece. They got some other needs, but like this, the number 1 tight end, physical specimen, can run out the gym. You can line them up in slots. Slot receiver, you're getting so much more just as a tight end. So I love it, man. I love it.
No, it's go ahead, KG. Go ahead.
No. I want you to go. I'll follow up after you finish.
Finish your thought. Go ahead. You're good.
Oh, no. I was just going to agree with Boss BJ. When you talk about splitting them out in the slot, Jimmy Graham is the first thing I thought of. That's all I'm going to say.
I think you guys can't go wrong with the 2 comps that you have. Whether it's Jimmy Graham, Vernon Davis, I would say kind of even close to the kid Fallon that came out of Bowling Green last year that plays for Cleveland. They're guys that just they can get open. They play like receivers. He's even a willing blocker. They gave him Dustin Keller on NFL Network. I wouldn't do that to him. I think he's a little bit better than that, or he'll end up being better than that. So that's why I kind of agree with your observation of Vernon Davis. I forgot who said that. Comments. What are we looking like on comments, KG? Oh, here we go. What's this? Oh, in the passage, she said, when did Jeff move to over here? Jeff's all over the place. He's just a free agent, man. We talking to a little bit of everybody. He left out, so I don't know how long it's been since he moved over to your side of town, Jack. Maybe when I get him back on, he can tell us when he transitioned out to the Eastern Shore. Let's see. Miss Donna Sweeney says, my grandson for the Rams. And then she gives us some love with a nickname. She says, love the name The Prodigy. Hey, that's what we think, baby. Midnight Boss and KG, do you like the pick for my Dolphins with Proctor at 12, or you think it was a reach? No. If you heard me earlier, Anthony, I said in this section after we get past 11, we're going to see some tackles, and there might be a run on tackles. I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit right now takes a tackle. So we'll see what happens next on this pick. Or I can see Detroit going with a guy like Malachi Lemon or somebody like that, because Jameson Williams is up on his 4th year. So you might need a wide receiver. Maybe even Denzel Boston is a guy that they like. So it's going to be interesting. I think the Buccaneers are going to go Jacob Rodriguez here because just retired. Nah, I mean, Bain is the better pick value-wise. I know we're doing this after the fact, and I didn't catch your comment before the pick, but I don't see Rodriguez being inside the top 25. To be honest with you, I know what his stats say, but I don't think a team's going to take a risk on him sooner than that. Let's see. Here we go. I just changed up the ticker at the bottom. All right, so we got the line selection in. Let me get. What am I doing? Oh, comments. Let's get that out of here. All right. If you get a KG before I do, just tell me. I know ESPN is running a little ahead of NFL Network, so you guys get the picks a little bit before I do. You're on mute. So I love what you said. Oh, that's great in-depth analysis. Now, what do you think his 10-yard shuttle was?
Blake Miller, offensive tackle from Clemson. Just went to the
Do you mind?
Huh?
Do you mind?
Go ahead.
This kid is like 6'7", long arms. I think Cleveland would have been a team that would have loved to get him to fall to them with their second pick. Blake Miller, because Proctor's off the board, Miller moves up a little bit. This kid, you just plug and play, and it's perfect because if you see it on, I don't know if ESPN has this comp, but the comp that they have on here for NFL Network is Tyler Decker, and that's the perfect comp for him. I think he's going to end up playing right tackle. He loves the maul people. One of the comments I heard earlier today was about him was the good thing about him is he loves the maul people. The bad thing about him, he loves the maul people. So yeah, that's the statement I heard from one of the guys. This next pick is gonna be interesting.
Well, let me
had a certain guy in this spot.
Let me say this about Blake Miller real quick.
Oh, no. Hold on. Minnesota's on the clock. The pick is in. KG, go ahead and do your Detroit thing.
Well, real quick, when you got a tackle that's 6'6" and 3/4, 6'7", 317, long arms and can really move, You can play him at the left or the right.
Well, I think the plan for Detroit is to move Penei Sewell over to the left. So then he'll play right tackle. I mean, but think about it. Whenever we talk about right tackles, we talk about guys that are like the mole people. So here's the pick right here of truth.
Caleb Banks, defensive tackle out of Florida.
Nobody had this one.
Yeah, because I'm looking.
Everybody had Dylan Thieneman.
Yep.
Yeah, this was the pick that everybody thought, hey, we get. I mean, you get the safety, replace the safety. Harrison Smith. I wanted to call him Harrison Barnes for some reason. Had a little Carolina on the brain. So Caleb Banks, I don't remember seeing him in any of the top in the first round, period. So this must be something they saw that they liked about this kid. One of the second things I saw on here is a flash player. So that's interesting to see how that plays out. I think he looks like he works with Brian Flores' defense because he looks like he's a downhill rusher and attacker. So this could be interesting. This could be one of those situations where we get a guy whose college tape is good, but when he gets to the pros, he takes a jump because he's in the right system, if that makes sense, KG.
It does make perfect sense when you got a guy that I love the term when you say plug and play. When you got a guy that you can plug into the system and just go ahead and go, it's no need for anything. It's just like, hey, do your thing. Hey, you see that guy? Go get him. That's it. And when you got defensive plug and play guys, I always think old school. I think of Fred Dean. When he came over to the 49ers, he didn't know the playbook. He didn't know any plays. He came in the middle of the week. They were playing the Cowboys, and they was like pretty much line up at the end and sick him. And he plugged in. I think he had 3 sacks his first game as a 49er. That's what I think of with defensive plug and play guys. You don't have to do anything. You just give them assignment, and they turn into Alvin Mack. What's your assignment? Kill a quarterback. That's it. I love it. I love it.
Whoa, big news in the NBA. The Knicks are now down 2-1 to the Hawks. Hawks 109, Knicks 108.
Jeez. It's making me look real bad right now. Real bad.
In New York, it's getting tight over there. Other news going on while we're watching the games. We got the Cavaliers 78, the Raptors 79. Cleveland leads the series 2-0. I'm sorry. Still in basketball. Early in the first quarter, we got the Timberwolves 7, the Nuggets 2. That's all our basketball stuff. Let me see if we got anything else on the NHL side. While I look that up, what are we at? We're at Carolina.
Yep.
Let's see if Showtime will jump in with us. Hit the group chat. See if Sarah jumps in with us. I know she mentioned she might want to. She might be partying, drinking some Father Mockers or something like that. So she might not be available. Let's see, where am I going? ESPN, because let's see if we can get a hockey update since we did a quick basketball one. All right, tonight on the NHL side, Hurricanes up 2-1. There's 8 minutes left in the third period. The Sabres 3, the Bruins 1. That closes that out. We had another trade, boss.
I don't know if y'all already went over the Eagles trade.
No. So let's get that. Let's pull that up.
All right. So the Eagles are trading with Dallas. Eagles are receiving 20. Dallas receives 23rd, 114, and 137.
Okay, and it looks like Showtime just popped up. KG, if you can grab that for me.
I got you, brother.
Showtime.
I lost track of time. Like I'm keeping up with the draft, but then I was like, oh shoot, I did it because I was watching the game still too.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you good. You got a lot on
I'm
your plate.
multitasking in my sports right now.
So if you're a Carolina fan, I know you. This is like your cursory team. What do you think they're going with this pick?
I mean, in Maddie's mock draft, they went with Lemon, which honestly I wouldn't hate. I think it would be a decent pick. I think we should just need to go with our offense. I mean, I think I trust Young enough this season. So I mean, getting a receiver or just maybe just like anything on our O line too would be beneficial. I mean, Lemon's still up there, so I would say grab him, but I'm not sure.
All right, so here we go, BJ.
If you come on down and the price is right, they're going to protect your quarterback and take Monroe Freeling out of offensive tackle out of Georgia.
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm surprised Monroe wasn't taken yet.
I think the way this thing played out with the two Bulls moving up in the top with Tate getting taken by the Titans, I think that changed some things. And then what was the trade we had? Kansas City moving up.
Yeah.
I think those two things kind of changed the landscape, and he was unfortunately the victim of the fallout.
I mean, hey, works for us. We got him.
Exactly.
I think our defense is pretty strong, anyways. But I mean, hell, make it stronger.
Isn't there something you want to plug coming up soon?
I mean, I'm not sure what we
soon?
got next week. I'm sure we just got more baseball, hockey for drive time next week. The week after that, I'm probably not going to be on because I got final exams, guys.
It's so exciting
for me in 2 weeks. So,
all right, now we gotta go back because you talked about drive time. What time does drive time come on, and what day does it come on?
5 p.m. on Mondays, YouTube, X, Facebook.
And then there's two other people on the show with you.
Oh yeah, with Matty Ice and Scooter Yvette. This Scooter, I call him bicycle now.
We love your energy. I swear to God.
I have a lot right now. I'm tired, but I'm hyped. Like the Canes are winning the game right now. Although, like, I kind of don't want the Canes to win this game because I have to work during Game 4. If the Canes win Game 4, they sweep Ottawa and they move on to round 2. But I have to work during it, so I'm trying to debate how I want to go about that. Maybe just like have an AirPod in and just listening to the game, hoping I don't like screw up my tips or something.
All right, so we got to come to the pick. The Eagles pick is in. This is just the rich get richer. The Eagles select Makai Lemon out of USC. He
was right there.
He's perfectly in their slot. And then if they decide to move on for AJ Brown, he can move right to the outside, and there's no problems. This is another situation where the rich get richer. Somebody said that Philly just has that luck where the players just fall to them. It's just like they walk in the room and then it's like, oops, oh, that's a DN that we needed. Okay, we'll take that. Yep. Oh, that's a wide receiver we need. Oh, okay,
yep. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Thanks, guys. See you next week. BJ, your thoughts?
I mean, it's kind of screams they want to move on from AJ Brown, drafting a replacement. But I agree with you. It just seems like wherever Philly is in the draft, it just works out with the trades around them, their positioning, the players they need fall to them. Yeah, this is crazy. But we'll see how this works out with AJ Brown in the future. But I think it's a really good pick. Makai Lemon, his pro comp is Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't think that's too bad.
Hey, G?
Man, I shook my head and I said, damn, at the pick, because we got to deal with this cat in the NFC East.
Was it a Florida Evans Dam?
Yeah, throw this. Damn. So you're gonna have to deal with this cat for about 7 to 10 years. And if we're not ready, man, yeah, this is. We already got to deal with AJ Brown, and he done lit up the Commanders a couple of times. But USC produces some pretty good wide receivers. So,
Showtime, any comments? Because we just talked about the mock having Mekhi Limit at what 19 to Carolina. Now he goes at 20. So we were in the right area. We were in the right area code.
Yeah.
I'm keeping up with the mock draft. Technically, the mock draft has only gotten 4 correct, and we're down to 20.
Okay. Well, we had some moves. We had some movement happen. So
yeah, there were a couple moves. I mean, 4 players were still hold on. 3 players were drafted in the right spot, but but 4 overall have gone to the correct. Well, no, 3 overall have gone to the correct team, and then 3 have just been drafted in the right spot. Because we did have Caleb Downs going at 11, but we thought he was going to Miami. And then obviously that went to Dallas, and then of course Kansas City traded up for Delane. So
yeah, so that's 1, and then Delane going to Kansas City. You get the team and the person right. You get 2, you just don't have the spot.
Yeah, we just don't have the spot right. So, but we obviously got Mendoza and Bailey right. So I think those were a go-to for at least the top 2. Although, one of you guys had Reese going, didn't you?
I had Reese in my mock going to.
The Jets. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, he didn't fall too far. It went number 5.
Yeah, the killer was Tate took everybody's mock and just bumbled it up and just threw it in the trash can beside him. And
you didn't think he was going to go that high?
No, not at 4. I thought he was going 6. All right, so the hometown team is on the board. The Pittsburgh Steelers at 21. Gonna get interesting. The camera is shaking.
Real quick from Adam Schefter. It says by trading up to draft USC wide receiver Mekhi Lemon, the Eagles land more insurance for June's expected AJ Brown trade to New England.
Wow. Is it safe for Adam Schefter to be reporting this? Because the last person that reported information directly from Vrabel was in the cabana with him. That's all I'm saying.
man. Well, look, gents, ladies, I have to jump, but I will be in the comments. But I have to go.
10-4.
Midnight Rider, the ship has been yours all night. I just want to give you your flowers before this pick comes in. Once again, you have done an amazing job putting this together. You have done an amazing job keeping it up. And I'm proud to say that I get to share a podcast stage with you 3 times a week, man. Sometimes 4, because you do jump in with the WrestleManiac. So
I just want to make sure my tie straight. Is my tie straight?
I love it. I love it. And look, I didn't know you was actually going to do it, but you did it. So
I told you when I thought, I was like, yo, this is going to be dope.
I was in my Raider shirt earlier, but I was getting ready for bed, so I'm not in my merch anymore.
Oh, then we take it a step further and we get a little Midnight Rider merch.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Merchandise.
What's that? Spaceballs?
I'll be in the comments. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, big guy.
All right, man. Y'all.
Also gonna head out. I need to finish watching this game to see if we get a 3-0 series lead.
All right,
keep us updated in the comments.
Oh, of course. You guys have a good night. See you Monday.
All right, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, Showtime Sarah, the big guy KG, joining us for the Thursday night Throwdown Draft Extravaganza. Like the Midnight Rider said, on the clock, the hometown, the home team, the Pittsburgh Steelers at 21. Yeah. Let's see what they got. Is the pick in? The pick is in, so we're just waiting on the announcement.
So we probably got some kids. I see on the screen kids with towels, so more than likely they're recognizing some local kids for something they've done or they're doing. which is always great this time of year.
Absolutely.
Because most time this is like from a humanitarian standpoint, and looks like the bus is the person leading the charge. So we'll see how this goes and see how it plays out. Gosh, what time is this? 10.
Okay, it
All
looks
right.
like the Steelers pick is in, and I don't want to butcher this kid's name, but it's the Arizona State offensive tackle Max
Max Iheanacho.
Anacho. There you go. Adam
Yeah.
Schefter is reporting it comes after left tackle Broderick Jones deals with a setback from the neck injury he suffered last season. He's scheduled to be evaluated to determine his status for training camp and the start of the season. So there's your pick for the Steelers.
And you got the good thing about this kid is this kid was a soccer player growing up, so he's got the feet to play the position. I actually thought like if Philly would have taken a tackle, this kid would have been the perfect Philly tackle because of the movement and the success they had with the guy Jordan Mailata. But this kid is just basketball, soccer player, athlete galore. I think he struggled at times this year, but I think some of that was just still learning the game,
Okay.
still finding your space. So this is great for them. So we'll see how this plays out and how it goes. Where are your Bills picking at?
The Bills are picking at 26th right now.
Okay.
They're still sitting at 26. The current pick, the Steelers, he was the number 6 overall tackle at his position, 41st overall, and he had an 84 grade in the draft. He's 6'5", 321. You say he came from soccer?
He played some soccer growing up. It looks like he also played some basketball. So yeah.
I'll give you the pre-draft analysis. He tied for second fastest time among offensive linemen in a 40-yard dash, 4.91. Late bloomer, played his first football at junior college level before enrolling at Arizona State. Light on his feet, has good movement skills when moving laterally or climbing to the second level. Has an inconsistent punch on film, struggles consistently to harness power at times. He can be overpowered if he's off balance, but still relatively new to football. So they believe he has a very high ceiling. So, I mean, look, I'll take that. Pittsburgh still in need of a quarterback. They haven't got a commitment from Aaron Rodgers. So
I think that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I want to say, I mean, do you think that, we always talk about the business side of things. Do you think they dropped the ball? Or did they think Rudolph was going to be the transition from Big Ben? Did they drop the ball somewhere trying to get that? I mean, because we just saw the Rams jump up and get their quarterback, the guy they believed in. Did Pittsburgh drop the ball somewhere and not have that guy of the future ready to go? Because, I mean, you look at Pittsburgh the last couple of years, I feel like they've been a quarterback away from being where they need to be, because a couple of years ago, and I'm sure Flying Brian will agree with me, they played Buffalo in Buffalo, and they were a quarterback away from winning that playoff game in Buffalo. They just couldn't move the ball. But TJ Watt dominated. That defense gave Buffalo fits. They just couldn't move the ball, and they couldn't score. So you think they kind of late on the quarterback transition?
I'm going to say yes, but I'm not going to give the reason because we got the Chargers pick on the table. So let's get the Chargers pick, and then we'll reframe your question before we go into the analysis of the Charger pick.
Right at the number 22nd spot, the Chargers select Akeem Mesidor, edge out of Miami. Let's see.
Real quick to finish the question off, I think they did drop the ball, but part of their problem was they were never in the space to get a top flight quarterback so they always had to deal with the extras. So taking a Kenny Pickett at 20 was a situation where it just didn't fall their way. They didn't have the right pick in the right spot. I think for them, they like Howard. I think they're committed, pot committed to Rodgers this year. And then I think they're going to see how the chips fall. Because if the chips fall the wrong way, then they're in line for one of the quarterbacks. If this class that's coming out in 2027 shows the way it's supposed to show, they'll have a chance at a future quarterback in this draft, or in that draft, I should say. So we'll see how it goes and plays out from there. He says we didn't have him on any mock. What is he talking about? He can't be talking about Ian Nacho. I know I took him at like in the late part of the mock that we had.
Yeah, somebody took him. I remember that name.
I took him.
Yeah, I remember that name. I know you're not.
I didn't take him that high. I took him closer to the end of the first round, if memory serves me correctly.
Okay, I know
Shit,
you're
I
not
may have
talking
taken
about
him to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Messidor. Cause I think we all picked Messidor.
Yeah,
so,
everybody had Messidor. I don't think we had the slot, but we had Messidor. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Cowboys do.
Do they go defense again? I mean,
Steelers never have a solid plan after a Hall of Famer retires. I can't agree with that because they ended up with after Harrison and company left, they ended up with T.J. Watt. They had the kid Highsmith. So they took care of that.
And then Ryan Shazier got injured.
Right, you can't control that. So defensively now their two corners is the kid Dean, and what's the other kid, Porter Jr. They're going to be solid at corner. They moved off of Fitzpatrick at the right time. I don't know if I agree with you. Oh, he's talking about quarterback. Okay, all right, I got you, KG. Quarterback. It's kind of tough because you had Ben for so long that it's kind of like you can't force the guy out of the building. You can try to do your best you can in the in between time. And maybe they like something about Rudolph that we didn't see, But it's how it plays out sometimes. Definitely how it plays out.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. But this is the thing I talk about all the time, man. It's a few teams in the league that try to stay ahead of the curve, and they draft very well, and they try to draft. Just like the Chiefs, it's like either you got to pay this person or you got to find a replacement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you got 3-4 years of tape on a guy, you kind of know where he is. You know if that's the ceiling, if he got room to improve, kind of his mentals. If he's a guy that's coachable, if he's a team guy, locker room guy, you kind of know all this. And then sometimes it's just worth hitting the reset button to, maybe that guy just didn't mesh with the locker room or whatever the case is. You got to hit the reset button and go get something else. Or you want somebody with a little bit more upside that fits your system better. We talk about that all the time. System. Drafting a guy that can work in your system, that you can bring in, and they can kind of plug and play type thing. You don't have to teach them from scratch to, we do this here and we need you to do this. And it's like drafting a man corner to play zone and vice versa.
Right. And then we always talk about types. We talk about types and types to fit your system. That's why I wasn't too crazy, with the Simpson thing. I think sometimes you got to see the forest and not stare at the trees. This Dallas pick, I wouldn't be surprised. What's the guy that we gave Minnesota, Thieneman? I wouldn't be surprised if they double down at safety and just get two safeties to go forward in the future. Another person could be Omar Cooper, or they could go Colton Hood, the DB. So it's going to be interesting what Dallas takes here. I think
they would go. If I'm them, I'm going to go get some help. You got something in the second to go get defensive line help. Go get somebody that can get to the quarterback.
If that's the case, I think a guy. It depends on what they're looking at because they've got Quentin Williams. They've got a bunch of inside guys. The best outside guy would be Zion Young.
The Dallas Cowboys pick is in. That is Malachi Lawrence, edge out of UCF.
Oh, this kid's been jumping up the he's been a late riser. I think his number is 51 if memory serves me correctly.
Yes.
People have talked about him literally in the last week.
Okay.
Talking about him being a dominant, not a dominant pass rusher, but a good pass rusher, and somebody late in the first round could end up taking him. This might be perfect for Dallas because then that gives them somebody on the outside, and playing a young kid like this beside a guy like Quentin Williams, who's probably going to get doubled, can help him get numbers. It says juicy, violet hands, huge potential. And I think that has shown itself in the last, probably within the last week. I don't think he's been this high in the last month. I literally think he's made this meteoric climb in the last 2 weeks. Because I don't remember hearing his name before the last 2 weeks.
I don't think I had him in the first round.
Nobody had him in the first round, B. Nobody.
He's ninth overall at his position. 82 grade, 6'4", 253. His pro comp is Jonathan Greenard.
I think you're talking about Grenard, the dude from Minnesota, by way of Houston. So that's actually a great comp because Grenard's had a couple good seasons. Last year was his down season. I think he had 7.5, maybe 8 sacks. So that's a good comp. That comp is right on line. So
yeah, from Houston. You're right. Yep. His 2023 season in Houston, he had 12.5 sacks. 12 and 24 for Minnesota. He only had 3 last season, but he only played 12 games. So yeah. Okay. Hey, look, they needed when we did our mock Thursday, last Thursday, whenever we did a mock, we read out them stats. I said that the Cowboys don't need to do anything but draft defense.
Mm-hmm.
They need to fix their defense because it doesn't matter if you score 30, 32 points a game if you allow them 33. You have to figure out how to tighten up your defense, and they address those needs with Malachi Lawrence and then Caleb Downs at the safety position, which is the number 1 safety in the draft. And he has a 91 grade. The only thing that's kind of hovering over Caleb Downs is the injury concern.
Well, the knee thing they're talking about, but I think you're right. I think they're in a good space. It's going to be interesting what Cleveland does next at 24. But to finish your comments on the Cowboys, I think they did everything they were supposed to do coming out of this draft, and they even picked up capital going into next year and going forward. Even by adding capital for this season, because I don't think any of the picks were 2027s. I think they're all this year. But this draft is deep and has deep one talent in the middle, so you can get you a good tackle. You can get you if you need another center. I don't remember their center situation, but they can find people in this draft that's going to just help bolster this roster and help them get going. I wouldn't mind seeing them. I know they had the running back from Texas, Blue, as their backup, but I wouldn't doubt or put it past them to draft another running back just to put somebody else in the mix, man. But here we are. We're at 24. Browns on the clock. Their style of receiver. This could be a Denzel Boston move. This could be an Omar Cooper move. Yes, I know I'm higher on Omar Cooper than everybody else. But those are 2 people I think I could see. There's a corner out of San Diego State that's been climbing draft boards. Corner's not an immediate need, but they can take care of that as well and do right by themselves. They already took the tackle. Maybe they can take his guard. Get you 2 young bulls up front and go from there. They have options. I don't see what they did in the offseason, like by signing offensive linemen. I don't think they signed anybody. Elton Jenkins, he can play center and guard. Zion Johnson, I've never been high on. Tyus Howard is a good tackle, but he's not holding. I don't think these guys are people that if you draft somebody, they're going to keep them from starting. They lose Njoku. I don't think there's a tight end that I'd take here. But this is a deep, talented tight end group. You can get a tight end off the street from this draft because there's going to be so many guys that's out there.
Ooh, their pick is in.
If you got it.
KC Concepcion, Texas A&M.
Good pick. Very good pick. He's a master of everything. He's a good separator. I like the pick off the bat because I think I've said this before. I think Cleveland needs a wide receiver. I was a Jerry Jeudy fan when he came out, but as of now, yeah, I'm not big on Jerry Jeudy. I think Cleveland needed to come out of the draft with a wide receiver.
What turns you off to Jeudy?
Drops A, B. I don't know if you ever remember. There was a Thursday night game in Denver, and he and Steve Smith got into it.
Yes.
And like Steve Smith was trying to tell me, you don't do like it's hard when you're talking to a guy and he thinks he's better than what he really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what Jeudy does. Jeudy thought he was better than what he really was. And in that scenario, and them having that conversation or him having that conversation with Steve Smith, the old head, was trying to give him knowledge and he just wouldn't accept it. And it's the truth. And sometimes you can't bite the hand the person that's trying to help you out. Like you gotta let them help you.
And I was gonna say that's probably somebody that would have, if he had hit his phone, he probably would have worked with him.
Hell yeah.
Did some drills with him, and helped them, and like Steve Smith paid his way in the league. And for you to go at Steve Smith like that when he's just kind of, what Steve Smith call him, just another guy.
Yeah, just another guy.
Just another guy. So
I
get it. So what about Njoku? What about Njoku? Was he, because it was so much hype around him, that he just not fit in Cleveland, or is what he is? Is that his ceiling where he is now?
Well, his ceiling is whenever Joe Flacco steps in the huddle, he becomes Superman. Whenever it's anybody but Flacco, he doesn't get the ball like he's supposed to. I used to joke about him. I say he looks like Tarzan, but sometimes he plays like Jane. I famously say that all the time about him. You look at him, he's yoked up. He looks like he could be in Muscle Magazine or Muscle Health Magazine. So it's just one of those things. It just never translated into Cleveland. Hey, y'all know I got my sayings, man. But I know he's a free agent. I don't think he's signed anywhere yet. So that's going to be interesting.
I don't think so.
The other interesting thing is Chicago's on the clock next. And I know Chicago, I think we picked defensive line for Chicago and the mocks.
The guy that wrote everything down left.
Right. It's all good. But I think I had Zion Young, the Missouri kid, here. If memory serves me correctly. And he'll correct us because he's in the comments now. So but
he's on the sideline holding the clipboard.
Right. He's just signaling plays in right now, But it's gonna be interesting to see where Chicago goes. But Cleveland did what they had to do with this first round. They came out of the first round with an offensive lineman and a pass catcher.
And that shows you I think they're committed to helping Shador. Protecting him, giving somebody to throw to.
Or Deshaun.
or Deshaun. I mean, I think or Deshaun. We got to
I
throw
know,
that name.
I know. Some people don't want to have that thought process, but Deshaun will be in the mix.
Deshaun is still Deshaun if he's healthy.
Exactly.
I know what happened off the field, but you can't deny the on the field. So if he's healthy and he's ready to go, or is that more draft capital? Because it don't matter what year it is, it don't matter what the situation is. There's always a team that needs a quarterback.
Well, his money situation is too jacked up, so I don't see him being moved. But the thing that I could see is let me set it up correctly. Now here's a guy who's 2 years removed from having an injury. So now 2 years removed, normally you get back the flexibility, you get back some of the motion, kind of the stuff I was saying last year about Javonte Williams in Dallas. It's just like you got a guy that had a bad knee injury. He's in the second year of his recovery and his comeback. Now he's really closer to his true self than he was, in year one. So what are we going to get here? What are we going to do here? So I just see this as a situation where Deshaun could be anything he wants now. He had two surgeries on his Achilles because I think he slipped and fell. So he's coming off of 2 surgeries. Anything is possible.
I've said since we came on the air in 17, this is the Otto Porter days of the Wizards. And I've always told the big guy KG, it's always a taker. If the deal is right.
Right.
If the deal is right, it's always a taker. So if you come out and Shador is moving and he's progressing, you got to move on from Deshaun. If Shador struggles early, can't get going, you might test the water with. I think either way, if you're a Cleveland fan, I think it works out for you because I think you can get some type of draft capital for either. Because you got to move somebody, or look, or Dylan Gabriel. Somebody. Ty Simpson just went. 13.
Yeah, but see, the NFL has a little NBA quality to it at times. When you have a person that has the potential, you'll take potential over past. So when you're not gonna Shador is not a guy that anybody's gonna make a move for to bring into their building unless he has an incredible season. And if he has an incredible season, he ain't going nowhere because Cleveland not gonna move on from him. Same situation with Deshaun. If Deshaun has a great season, yes, they're gonna keep him and move forward with him because his contract is unbearable. Bear selection looked like it's in. B, if you got it early, go ahead because I know you were ahead of me a little bit.
The Bears select Dylan Thieneman, safety out of Oregon.
Okay, that's a good pick for that.
I think somebody had him going to the Bears. If I remember our mock, when you do multiple mocks, you forget where everybody went.
It gets murky. It gets murky, baby. I know for a fact that I had Minnesota. KG had Minnesota. So if anybody had them to the Bears, it would have been you.
I don't remember anything. I don't.
I do remember. I know for a fact I've had him going to Minnesota every time I pulled up a mock. But the beautiful part about this kid is he starts off playing baseball. I think he was an outfielder. So when we watch him and they talk about his playmaking range, his ability to track the ball, some of that comes from him being an outfielder and a baseball player. I know he walked on, I think it was maybe his sophomore year or his junior year. And I know he's a COVID guy, so I know he got an extra year. So Denneman has proven himself and shown well in this whole process. So yeah, that's the crazy part about that. So here we are, Dylan Thunderman going to Chicago. Flying Brian jumps back in. How you feeling? Any thoughts on this pick?
Buffalo just traded.
Uh-oh.
How far? They're announcing it now. Traded with the Texans.
So definitely two back.
Two back.
Oh man.
Damn it! I wanted to eat some food.
Oh well, they gotta fix it.
They gotta fix it. I ate a little bit after your pick and was gonna eat a little bit.
Well, go ahead and eat, and we'll.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
All right. So
I have a feeling they might trade back down too, though. They did this when they took Coleman. They traded out of the first round.
Wow, they traded completely out of the first round.
So in the Passenger Seat podcast says Concepcion going to be nice in Cleveland. Definitely a big need. And then follows it up with Oregon safety as a ball player. We talked about that a little bit. Where are we at? So I don't see it on my screen. So if you have,
so it says the Texans pick is in. We haven't seen a pick yet. It also just flashed on the screen that says the Niners are trying to trade out of their pick too.
Okay.
Which is they pick next 27. It still shows Houston with the 28th pick.
You got the 28th pick.
So they haven't fixed it yet.
69th and 167th pick.
Was that 69? Is that a third?
Third.
It's an early third. Right?
Third and a sixth.
Is that an early third?
I don't know.
Nah, it's a mid to late third because we got stuff. I don't think our third is I think our third is from somebody else. I think our third is from like San Fran, not our third.
Buffalo doesn't have a second this year, so that's DJ Moore.
Trying to see where the details are for the Buffalo Houston swap, the trade.
All right, say it again, buddy.
They traded for the 28th pick, the 69th pick, and the 167th.
All right, so Bills get the 28th, 69th,
167,
and 167.
They're going to pick Kalen Rutledge.
I got a feeling they might trade down again, though.
Oh, no, that's possible.
They did it multiple times when they did Coleman.
Texans.
Well, they had guys they specifically wanted. So who do you want them to take, boss?
They need defensive line help. They need somebody that can come in and help get to the quarterback because, I think between Epinesa, I think they didn't sign Epinesa back, did they?
No.
Okay,
or
so
Bosa. Yeah.
Right. So they're going to have to fill that void, and I think they're going to have to go edge. They're going to have to get somebody that they feel like can get to the quarterback. The Texans pick at 26 is in. Keelan Rutledge, guard out of Georgia Tech.
Jeez, he's not even on this. Where is he at?
Gosh, that's it's late in the first round, and we like this kid more than everybody else kind of pick.
Yeah.
Like ESPN is probably scrambling, and NFL Network probably trying to scramble to pull his info up.
The Niners just traded. They have traded the pick to Miami. So Miami's coming up to 27. Is that their third?
And I talked about this. Remember we was doing our mock draft. I was saying when you're going to get those interdivisional rivals that want to jump in front of each other to try to get. So Miami's back, Buffalo traded back. Miami traded back in front of Buffalo. So they're going to pick 27th now.
Yeah, and then Buffalo took 28th. It said Niners get Miami's 30th pick, and then they get pick 90.
Okay.
So we got way more than what the Niners got. We got pick 68. They got pick 90.
Well, no, they didn't. So here's the interesting thing I'm looking at. So Dolphins, I think the Dolphins go safety. I think they take the kid Emmanuel Born Toledo.
Out of Toledo.
Yep. And then for y'all, it's up to you guys.
Yeah. So according to ESPN, by their rankings, because I like that. I talked about a lot of my show. So they had
you like to talk about value.
Right. We're gonna talk about value. So according to this, whoever's doing the ESPN, their mock, it said the Rutledge, the guard that they took, is the fourth best guard in the draft and the 58th overall best player. So they didn't get a lot of value.
There's no value. This is all fit, and
Yeah.
we fell in love with the player.
Yep.
What's that song? I'm in love with a stripper.
I'm in love with a stripper.
This was their version of that. Rutledge must have done something that they liked, and they good with it, and they reached. I always say sometimes you got to die on the cross of your beliefs. So this is definitely something they believe in, because I don't remember seeing his name anywhere in the first at any point in time. As I was doing this, I think they left some other guys on the board that could have gone before this. If you took offensive linemen and the 7.5, I think you're getting close to your sweat for sure here. Because I don't know how many offensive linemen have gone, because I haven't gotten another I haven't gotten an update of the board lately. But this could be interesting.
They've
Let's
got a
see.
lot of commercials now. It's like
Oh,
every
this
other
is
pick
the
over in a commercial now.
board. This is where they gotta get their money from.
Oh no. If Buffalo trades down again, I think they're going to trade out.
But you do this every year.
I know. Bean loves to trade back. That's his favorite bit. Didn't technically work with Coleman.
Fanu, Magua, Proctor, that's 3. Ione is 4. Miller's 5. Freeland 6. Iheanacho 7. And this kid, Rutledge, is 8. So I got Jeff from his podcast, got it right. Yeah, I think the over-under was 7.5, and he went 8. So cha-ching, somebody going to Sizzler tonight, baby, or tomorrow.
So who do you got Miami taking? You got him taking Warren?
Somebody
Warren?
said Sizzler?
Yeah, I said the guy Jeff that was on with us earlier, the Let It Ride podcast. He took the bet of 7.5. Now he missed his Todd Simpson bet because he had Todd Simpson going at 20. The pick before Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Let's see. Matty Ice says, well, I did call San Fran trading down. There you go. This will be interesting how Matty's scoring system works on this draft, because we had some moves. We had some guys taken. I think our best option might be having the team in the position, but not the right player. That might be some saving grace. But they totally tore up a lot of people's mocks in this one.
Well, once Ty Simpson was taken, and everything was flipped on its head.
Shock, no one traded up for Ty yet. Ty who, Matty?
Nobody traded up for him, Matt, because the Rams took him 13th. He must have been getting another. He must have another round coming to the table during.
Yeah. Ty Simpson gone off the board to
Rams took him straight up 13th.
Yep. The Miami Dolphins pick is in. It is Chris Johnson, cornerback out of San Diego State.
So everyone is afraid of Jamar McCoy.
Yeah, because these coming up degenerative. But the other thing though too, this is another kid where we talked in the last 2 weeks. He's jumped up the boards. He's jumped up the board like skyrocketed. So it's interesting that he and the UCF guy. I know we call this season lion season, but there's a point where some of the lies became truths, and these are 2 scenarios: the UCF kid Malachi Lawrence and Chris Johnson, where the lies became truths. Teams moved up to come get these guys.
Wait, it said pick is in, but now it says trade alert. They traded again.
Well, how does that work?
Oh, they traded to New England. They drop back to 31 now.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Bean, you're on your last leg. It's no way in hell I trade with the New England Patriots.
Well, they usually trade
Why
with
not?
Kansas City. Now they're trading with New England.
It's no way. The Dallas Philadelphia thing.
Yeah, the Dallas Philly.
I would have told them to go kiss my ass. I take a burnt piece of toast at this pick.
I don't like
versus
that either.
Trading in the division. I don't get this. You're fighting with them in the division now. They become relevant again, and you just gave them.
It doesn't make sense.
Something possibly that could haunt you for the next however long. I don't get this. I don't like this. I don't care who they pick. I don't like this move, man. They need an edge. There's a couple of edges available that can help them out, and they keep backing up.
When you come back. I mean, I don't mind them. I guess had a couple picks, but let's see what they got. So they had to move up 3 spots for that one. If we somehow got a second round pick for that, that'd be nice. But
there's no way you got a second.
I know, probably not. But
you might have gotten the third or fourth, and it's probably like a late third. But
the New England Patriots selection, Caleb Lomo.
Well, we definitely weren't taking a tackle, so we don't have to worry about that.
Offensive tackle out of Utah.
Well, that's one of their biggest issues is their line. So,
but why would you?
I don't know. I agree with you.
Address their line. I don't understand this.
Yeah, our biggest weakness is getting to the pass rusher. Getting to the quarterback. We just helped them with the tackle.
What makes you think this kid's going to be any better than anybody else? And if you pick the tackle, the end that you want, because you're going to get him, because obviously they have intel that who they want at 28 is not getting taken at 29.
Yeah, or 30.
Right. Y'all talk me off the ledge because I'm done with Buffalo for the night.
Yeah, I never worry about in division trades because they're trading for one thing and you're trading for something that you want, and you feel like you can get what you want and still get some capital. It's all about value.
Where's KG at? It's the principle.
It's about value.
The principle. I'd rather draft a bus than trade in the damn division, especially to New England.
That's why you sit here with me and we talk about the draft from here, and you're not a GM.
I'd be like, hey, that deli on 15th Street, draft me that ham sandwich, extra mayo. Extra mayo. Hey, let KG order the sandwich. Put all the condiments on it.
Yo, it's funny you say that. My best friend's mom, or she was actually my best friend, Miss V, that used to jump in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
She would always go to Harris Teeter, and she'd come back, and I swear to God, the sandwich had every condiment on it. It was black olives, it was mustard, it was oil and vinegar, it was whatever you could put on a sub, dog. She had it. I'd be sitting there like, yo, what are we doing here?
Hey, Miss V said, what comments y'all got today?
Exactly.
Throw more in there.
Is that a condiment? No. That's just pepper shaker. Put that on too.
Put that on there. Put it on there.
I feel like Buffalo's going to trade. I don't think they're going to pick 31. I think they're going to trade out of it. I think.
Look, I don't know what they're doing at this point.
They're going to trade with the Ravens or something.
All right, so Maddie says shit, missed it. Anthony says midnight balls fine. Brian, what are your thoughts on my Dolphins? What's your grade so far?
You don't want to know me and Boss's thoughts on the Dolphins.
I was gonna say, speaking for the two guys in the room with me, I think y'all got an F. And he don't care. They don't care about your picks. I'd have to get a refresher because
they got Caden Proctor at 12. Tackle from Bama, and then they just drafted.
Good. They're going to protect Malik Willis. That'll be a game changer.
Look, if you're going to take Malik Willis serious, you protect him.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then cornerback help. So they address the offense and defensive need. right now, I say I give him a B. I give him a B for that draft. I mean, like I said, you want to protect Malik Willis. Um, didn't is somebody from Green Bay or somebody that what coach Malik Willis down in Miami now?
Yeah,
Did somebody follow him?
so it's two. It's the GM was the assistant GM at Green Bay, and then the head coach was the defensive coordinator. So it's a 2-for-1 special with the Malik Willis thing. And also you gotta think he says, I think we're not done. I think we're going to trade up to 32 and draft McNeil or Warren. McNeil Warren. Hey, if you do, that's a great pickup because you do need a safety.
Absolutely.
So, but back to what you was talking about. Yeah, that Green Bay connection was Halfley and whoever the GM is. I can't think of his name. He was the assistant GM in Green Bay, and it's kind of why Halfley got the job in Miami. So they'll just figure it out and play it out from there, man. You know how it goes when you got a boy, and you know these conversations happen. Guy comes out and says, "Hey, you know, I like your style. If I get a gig, do you mind being XYZ? Would you mind being my coach? Would you mind coming over and helping me out?" You know? So that's what this was. This is one of those situations they had that in the books before the whole process even started. That's why I just don't like the Rooney Rule, because you just can come in, interview whoever you want, but you already got your plan in place.
Yeah, absolutely. We got another trade. The Jets are going to take San Francisco's spot at 30. The Jets are hold on.
Take your time.
Giving 33 and 179, and San Francisco's giving up 30.
30, yeah.
Okay. That's a good move. Because now you get the first pick in the second round and you get to figure out what you're going to do, because now they obviously have intel that whoever they want or whoever they're looking at.
Did you want Peter Woods, defensive tackle? You didn't want him, did you? We don't need it.
Nah.
All right, so good. Because everybody's always worried about the Chiefs taking the pick because we traded. They took Patrick Mahomes, even though we ended up getting Josh Allen the next year. Then we traded down. They took, what did they take? We took Keon Coleman, and they took Xavier Worthy, although neither of them have kind of worked out. So,
damn, my man got a white party going on.
My problem with the Xavier Worthy thing, I thought that would have been a better fit because they needed somebody to stretch the field. And Keon didn't stretch the field, even though he was a big target.
Yeah.
He wasn't a guy that stretched the field. He was going to be one of those guys where you play those 50-50 balls and he would overpower people. And like you say, it just kind of hasn't worked out for both teams. Off the field for Worthy and then off the field for Coleman. Same thing.
So he says John and Eric Sullivan, those are the two names that we need for the Dolphins front office. The NFL is the good old boys club. That's not surprising. That's how that works. Yeah, that's we totally agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I think the Jets are going to draft Omar Cooper Jr. That'd be a great pick because I've been talking about him the whole time. I had him going as high as 13 to the Rams. So it's a good thing the project didn't hear that one because he may have yelled at me for that one. Now he's happy as Ty Simpson.
I wonder if the Bills had that in their plans, because now you trade with New England and now the Jets jump in front of you. So
the Jets are probably taking a receiver. I don't think we were going to take a receiver here.
I get it. I just hate seeing.
Didn't the Jets take an edge already?
Let me see. The New York Football Jets. Yeah, they got David Bailey, the second pick.
Yeah, so I mean, I think you're safe on that because I don't think they're going to take another.
And then they got Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon.
Right. So now you get you another receiver to put on the outside of Wilson. Maybe it's Cooper. Maybe it's Denzel Boston.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah. They spent their second pick on a receiver with the trades. I didn't see them taking a receiver in the first round. I mean, they could have, but
This could be anything.
Omar Cooper.
Omar Cooper. Okay, so they didn't take Boston.
Yeah. Omar Cooper is the equivalent of a I wouldn't be surprised when ESPN pulls this up if Samuels Debo is his comp.
Let's see. Omar Cooper Jr.'s comp is Rashid Rice.
Okay, I can live with that.
So for right now, the Buffalo Bills are on the clock.
Yeah, no
We'll
official.
We'll see what they do if they're gonna trade again.
But San Francisco already trading out. There might not be another team that wants to come up. But.
No, I think you're done for the night.
Yeah.
I think you guys are safe to think you're going to pick this pick. And then we got Seattle after that. And maybe Seattle moves for somebody. But with Ty Simpson gone, I don't see Seattle moving out of 32. I think they just take whatever they want there. And I think they take a corner, the kid Brandon Cease. Or they take Colton Hood because that's a guy that people had talked about in the mid-teens. And unless he has an injury thing like McCoy, that could be the guy. Look at the comp. Look at the comps. I don't know if you want NFL. It says Omar Cooper Jr., Ramsey wide receiver, good through the catch. I forgot I didn't see the last part. Hold on. Let me go back and see if I can pull that.
So the Bills got a 4th round pick with the Patriots.
Okay.
Pick 125. So they've gotten 68, 125, like 190.
So here's the NFL Network version of this. So it's Amari Cooper Jr., Ramsey is wide receiver. What did I say earlier? Grounded through the catch. Debo Light. That's what NFL Network just said.
So they got a receiver and a tight end. Wow.
So Anthony says, I think the Jets are going to draft Omar Cooper Jr. He's right.
Nailed it. Good job, Anthony.
But again, you got to think about it. They've only had Garrett Wilson. So now you get Cooper. You get.
It looks like the Bills just traded with the Titans.
Good God Almighty.
Well, they're showing Titans on the clock with Bills pick in. They haven't flashed the IHOP.
Maybe the Titans are picking at 32.
Well, hold on, the pick is in. So a pick is in. It looks like Tennessee. But it shows one side says Bill. There you go. IHOP trade alert. Yep, they traded out with Tennessee.
Okay. How many picks did the Bill answer this question? How many picks
they've gotten?
Coming in?
I think this will be. They only had like 6 or 7. They've picked up 4 picks by doing this. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the best case scenario.
Yeah, I don't mind it because so far everybody that's been taken isn't anything that they were going to take. So.
And then the other question I ask you honestly is, would you rather have the picks or the players at that point?
I mean, I don't mind that. Again, I know they need some stuff, but they're a team that has won 11 to 13 games for the last 6 years. They're always on the Cups. It's not like they need one game-changing player. So I don't mind having a few. I know Bean hasn't hit huge lately, but he does do better in the later. I mean, Cole Bishop is looking like he's going to be a pretty good safety. He was a 2nd rounder. James Cook is one of the best running backs in the league. I know he needs to work on his fumbles, but he's one of the top 4 or 5 running backs in the league. He was a 2nd rounder. So Keon Coleman hasn't worked out yet. He was also a 2nd rounder. We'll see how that goes this year.
So they got Tater 4. What do they get here? I don't have a board up. I gotta make sure next year.
All you gotta do is Google Josh Allen draft reaction to just know that no matter what's done, everybody's going to complain.
Oh, I already know that. I mean, because I
Yeah.
know tomorrow there's gonna be a group of Commanders fans that say, "Why are we taking this Combine Warrior in Sunny Styles?" And that tells me that they've done a lazy narrative and haven't watched any tape. They're just going by something they heard from some guy at some time. He wasn't in the top 10 before the combine, so he's a combine warrior. Well,
And
he may
maybe
not be top 10, but he was top 12.
so they took Edge, Keldrick Falk. Maybe that was a guy they could have taken, but
That's a good pick for Tennessee. Keldrick Falk gives them a pass rusher, so that means more than likely the kid from Missouri, Zion Young, is either going to fall out of the first round or he's going to be the next pick. And then the kid McNeil Warren is somebody that's going to be right there. Who's got 32? That's Seattle.
yeah.
So if I'm Seattle, I think they take T.J. Parker or Cassius Howell. Maybe they take C.J. Allen. I know C.J. Allen was somebody that we had mentioned multiple times at the end of the first round in our box.
All right, so the Bills traded with the Titans. So the Bills got the 35th pick now. They swapped third round picks. So the Bills will have
Okay.
the 66th pick. The Titans have the 69th pick. The Bills got a fourth round pick at 101 and then gave the Titans the Bills' fifth round pick at 165.
Now it sounds like the Bills have like 2 or 3 fourth round picks.
They got looks like they got 3 third rounds and I think 3 fourth rounds. I don't know. I got so much crap going on.
Remind me of the Titans pick. Kojic Falk. Okay. This is a good pick, man. This is a guy that plays the edge, pass rusher. Since they went receiver at 4, you knew they had to come back and get a pass rusher to help Salah out. And this is a guy that fits Salah's style. So I don't see the problem with this one at the end of the day. And it looks like the NFL did a great job because we're at 11 p.m. We're 3 hours in, and we got the 32nd pick that's probably on the board. And I wouldn't doubt here in any second the pick is in. So this is going to be great. NFL wins and the advertisers win because we fit in the window. Probably gonna be one of the higher rated versions of this draft because of the mystery and the intrigue. So you can't get any better than that. This is a win-win, winner chicken dinner for the NFL.
All right, so Seattle's picks in unless there's a trade. This is going to be it.
All right, so I'm gonna go for whatever you give me.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if Boss wants to give final thoughts, but maybe everybody gives a final thought or a surprise pick, and then we call it a night. And we're definitely not doing this tomorrow. I'm just gonna let you know now. Worry about day 2. Day 2 is watch at your leisure, baby.
All right, so they got the receiver and an edge rusher. Okay. They're talking to the guy that Tennessee just took. Still waiting for. Still waiting.
It's all good. We have 32. We got Seattle on the clock. No, I'm sorry. Is it Seattle on the clock?
Yeah, Seattle. Unless there's a trade, it says Seattle's picks in. They were just interviewing the Titans guy, so we're just waiting.
Okay. Let's see how this plays out, and we're done for the night. And it's So I think last year, we was at like 11:30. So I think that's part of the reason why we cut them extra 2 minutes off, is so this show would fit better in the ESPN family shows or time slots.
It felt faster. I don't know.
Yeah, it did. It did. It felt like it was moving. But it also, I think it helped that we had the trades and the intrigue. I think it just kept getting interesting because we never knew what exactly was going to happen. This is one of those ones where you were guessing the whole time.
Yeah, so they got a looks like a special friend to make a pick.
Okay.
Either that or he's he's special. Okay. He's very excited and very sweaty.
Don't know what that means, but okay.
His face is glistening from the lights. He's sweating so bad.
Probably because he's nervous, man.
All right, so it looks like the Bills have pick 35 from round 2, pick 66 from round 3. Then they have 101, 125, and 126 from round 4. 167, 168 from round 5. 182 from round 6, 220 from round 7. So they have second, third, and 3/4. All right.
Well, that's perfect for this draft because they say the middle of this draft is the best spot to be in.
There you go. That guy's very excited. He's screaming into the microphone. Oh, he's a Make-A-Wish guy. Okay.
There you go, Brian. Talk bad about the Make-A-Wish kid.
I'm a two-time cancer survivor.
Oh man.
My first one just happened to be I was 20. I just missed the cutoff. They took here we go. They took Jadarian Price, running back, Notre Dame.
We talked about that. We said that was an option because when you lose your guy.
Hold on, I had him.
Okay.
There you go.
I got something right. I damn sure didn't get the bill stuff right.
Well, Denzel Boston's still there if they decide to take him. Top edge rusher still there. All right, San Francisco 49ers is on the clock.
And that starts off tomorrow. All right, fellas, thank you for jumping into this endeavor with me. I know it is crazy that we sit on the air for 3 hours and damn near 40 minutes.
No Bills picks.
No Bills picks. We got a new name. We got the Prodigy out of this. We had a bunch of people jump in, Jeff Hook, many others. So we thank all of them for jumping in. KG, Modi's, Coach Powell. If you commented, whether it was in the passenger seat, whether it was I can't think of everybody that commented. Showtime Sarah, Anthony, Matty Ice for jumping in. Anybody like thank
everybody.
Yeah, thank everybody. Go ahead. I'm sorry, the guy. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying Miss Balze, Maddie in the comments, and of course Anthony. Thanks to everybody, man. Thanks to everybody. We did it. We got through round 1. No Bills picks. A lot to talk about on the first round. We're going to deep dive into these picks, of course, Sunday. We'll have some more rounds completed. So what's next up for us? Next up for us is the Saturday Night WrestleManiacs, and then right after that, next day, the Sunday Rise. It's 11 a.m. only on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. So thank you for joining us. We're gonna get off this air 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thanks to everybody that joined us, and we will see you next time.
Yes, indeed. You got
Peace.
the outro?
I got it.